Good morning, jewellery makers. How are you? Lovely to have your company. My name is Eleanor and I'm joined by the gorgeous, it's fabulous. Fabulous. I went all Welshie then, didn't I? All Welshie. Haven't seen her in a long time. Hello, no. Sheila.
How are you?
I'm really good,
you look
thank you.
Really well.
Oh,
you do look really
a little bit roly-poly at the moment.
Right.
I'm feeling a little bit round. It's I know it's only going to get progressively rounder, but yes, I'm definitely.
You look really, really well.
Thank you, my
really
darling.
Well.
So as to you, looking stunning. Beautiful pieces of jewellery to show off as well in our designer inspiration and amazing kits.
Yes, yes. There's a lot in the one kit.
Yes. Well, the one I have before me that's coming up this hour. So if you were planning on going anywhere, don't stay with us. It's jam packed.
It is. It is jam packed. Yeah.
I've got no idea what. Yeah, I've got no idea what it's going to. But oh really? Okay, you've got a big deal coming your way. Now it's also clearance for those of you that haven't heard. Who didn't know that it was clearance going on today? Tell everyone, spread the word. Now's the time to be phoning your family, friends and neighbours. Give them a knock. Tune into Jewellery Maker because they have got one of the most ridiculous clearances. Kim, my producer, is saying we've got some unbelievable clearance deals. Smoky quartz, Rubilite garnet, pearls, sutach garnet, findings packs coming your way. It's just jam-packed full of clearance deals. So if you tuned in with us yesterday and you thought, gosh, yeah, that's it. They started at the top and now it's going to slightly graduate down. You'd be wrong. You'd be very, very, very wrong. Kim was actually saying, you know what? It's actually getting better. Really excited. And we've got incredible opportunities to come your way, including Tanzanite and, of course, well, listen, let's just get on, shall we? Because there's so much. I could be sat here talking about it all morning. And I don't want to do that because, frankly, you'll get bored. It's true. It is true. Should we get this show underway? Shall I start with some wonderful pearls? But pearls of a shape and a size that you don't see every single day. These are absolutely beautiful. Organic shape. They are your coins, but they're flat. So absolutely perfect for earrings, for your bridal jewellery, tiaras. We were just talking about that with the lovely Amelia who's getting married this summer. Yay! Yay! What about this for solitaire rings, wire wrapping, starters we mean to go in your clearance, everybody, 21 by 19 millimetres. Now, I know that there's been a bit of a topic of conversation on our Facebook page just recently, and it's with one of our regular customers, and she was saying, well, look, I've seen pearls, I've seen round pearls, you know, your cultured pearls, time and time again. Okay, granted, they are one of our biggest sellers, and yes, we are privy to some of the best quality that I've ever seen. However, I totally get you when you say that there is a lack of Beewa, Keshi and pearls like this. Sheila's nodding firmly to the right of me right now. So listen, we hear you, we absolutely do, and we will absolutely try and get more. That said, I know that Kim does a very, very, very good job of scouring the vault, and these are the only pearls we have like them today. It's coming your way at an incredible price. 63 of these are available, so it's very limited. And going by the fact that yesterday it was sell out, literally throughout the entirety of the morning and afternoon. Now, 63 is not going to hang around, especially when you see the price that these are going to at your clearance. £12.95 only. If you were thinking £20+, that's what I was estimating even at a clearance price, given the size, 21mm here, drilled through the centre, so perfect for your pendants, your earrings. Again, because pearl is a lighter weight gemstone, absolutely flying. Good morning, jewellery makers. Tanya, Hilary, hello to you. Mary, Catherine, Gloucestershire, nice to be with you. Pauline, Parvinder, Oxfordshire, Carola, Joe, you've got yours. Parvinder in West Yorkshire, nice to be with you. All of our webbers pretty much have decided to check out, and I'm not surprised by that because, you know, you were nodding, Sheila, when we were saying there's a lack of Keshi, Beewa pearls and pearls of this shape and size.
There certainly is.
We can do the rounds. We can even do the potato pearls.
Yes, but we don't see the coins, do we? Very
No,
often?
but that's because, and I was talking about it yesterday, just briefly, is the fact that don't you find it a bit of a head scratcher how a mollusk has actually grown a pearl like this?
Yes, yes. I mean, it never ceases to fascinate me how we actually get what we get in all of our gemstones.
Yeah,
I think Mother Nature's a
absolutely.
wonderful, wonderful. It has a wonderful way, like creating all of us. It's the same with
Yeah, that's true.
gemstones, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's all made,
I just think
Mother Nature.
It just defies belief almost, the sheer size, and then you put it into perspective, the size the mollusk actually has to be.
Yeah.
Needless to say, loads of you are getting involved. Do stay on those phone lines and make sure you do check out as well. Christine, Natalie, Sue-Ann, Maureen, you've got yours. Hello to you, Linda. Staffordshire's with us, lovely to be with you. Multi-buyers getting involved as well. I mean, you could create the simplest design just on a simple drop shepherd hook pair of earrings.
Well, that's
Stunning.
I was thinking that just before you actually said that, and what I love about those is as well, I love the actual sort of look of them. They're very organic. They're very
The surface.
Yeah, the surface. Yeah, that's the word I meant.
Absolutely.
And I think, say, if you're going, away having a beach wedding, I mean, they just go so well with the sort of the organicness of the ocean. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, they would. They're quite relaxed, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think if you're sort of new to jewellery making, you've only got to sort of maybe in between put a link of chain and then drop maybe a round pearl on, or maybe even another coin, so
Yeah,
it gives you that high
absolutely.
and low, and it's very easy to do.
Straight away, limited in stock. Well done. Well, we were limited from the very get-go, so I'm not in the least bit surprised that they're going to sell out in a matter of time. Now, straight into our first kit with the lovely Sheila. Now, those coins will look amazing with this too. You've got so much jammed into this kit that, gosh, I don't really know where to begin. I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with the findings, in actual fact. And the reason why I'm starting with these is, firstly, because you've got some connectors here, which I've never even seen previously before. They're so luxurious. When it comes to your precious metals, that you want that high shine, you want that high finish and polish, a liquid-like luster with sterling silver, and you've most definitely got it here. They're two connectors, and they've got a lovely ripple, a wave-like design, a gorgeous pattern, which is going to fit beautifully in any piece of jewellery, whether it be earrings, whether it be rings, whether it be neckline pieces, whether it be bracelets, and you are getting, let me see, 5, sorry, in total, and then the 2 jump rings on either side there. Never seen anything like this previously before. I personally would think, right, okay, well, let's just link them all together and make a lovely bracelet out of these. Or if you're multi-buying, then you can commission an entire suite with matching earrings as well. How beautiful! Stamped 925 as well. Beautiful high-end quality connectors. They do measure 25. Hang on, this looks a bit wrong on my graphics. 25 by 1.7 millimeters. Oh yes, okay, millimeters. I was thinking 1.7 millimeters. Yeah, that's about right. So 25, that's the actual length that you're getting here. They're beautiful, aren't they? And that polish and finish is all the way around. 5 of those, but you also have got then your eye pins, loads of eye pins in your sterling silver.
I love those because we don't get them in the kits anymore. I thought, wow,
Yeah.
gotta have those.
They're beautiful, and you are getting
So
loads.
many,
Is it
so
me,
many.
Sheila, or are you getting more in this pack than what you normally
Oh
get?
gosh, yes, there must be, I don't know how many pieces there are there.
There's
be
100.
50. Is there 100? I know there's loads, and I'd got loads left after I'd finished.
So these are your, and forgive me, these
And
are
they're
silver.
great to have because whenever you're doing anything, you do the sort of, they all look the same, whereas as much as you try to do them all the same yourself, sometimes they're
Yeah.
not quite.
I have to correct myself a second there, because I said these were silver, because they certainly have got that 925 silver colour, haven't they? They're actually silver plated copper, so they are silver, but obviously over your copper, so forgive me, that's my mistake. I looked at the colour instantaneously and thought they were 925 sterling silver. They're so
gorgeous.
luxurious,
They are,
high-end,
yes, they are.
high-end colour and tone. So you're getting all of those as well, 100 of those. Then, let's move on. You've got 2 beautiful half-drilled pearls. That's a pair of earrings right there. I mean, just think about what this kit goes to, what you would pay for a pair of pearl round earrings, black pearl more to the point, round earrings, just like so, in solid sterling silver, from any, and obviously you're getting two, from any other jewellery retailer out there. I went into a jeweller's yesterday, and the reason for that, we were getting Tom's ring measured, and had a little look around, and it was, you know, a reasonably high-end jewellers, and I could see things like pearl earrings and everything. They were all 3 figures and then some. Beautiful quality, don't get me wrong, but, you know, 3 figures. This is nowhere near 3 figures, this kit, by the way. So there's a pair of earrings straight away, both with wonderful spherical shape, both with an absolute smooth nacre surface. There's still loads more. How about your gorgeous spacer tubes now? Spacer beads, rather. These are the big sizes. So they're perfect to go on your wax cord, your leather, your satin cord, which, by the way, we have got as well within your fashion house. These do measure, you've got 320 in each tube, and you're getting 2, obviously, 5 by 4 millimeters, and you can actually see the size of that drill hole, for want of a better expression, I suppose, through the center, which I know you can macrame through, you can kumihimo through, you can braid through, you can put most of your wires through as well. So very, very, very versatile when it comes to incorporating it into multi-mediums. As I said, it does come with satin cord, this lovely kit as well. So just simply feeding it onto this beautifully glossy black satin cord, which I love. I think this is one of my favourite threading
excuse me,
materials that we have here. I just think it looks so luxurious.
It is. It's sort of got that. It's got that, well, obviously silky look to it.
Yeah, high shine.
But that going through the holes in those silver beads, you can go through them so many times. I'm sure you could probably get things through 10 times.
Really?
Because the hole is so big, yeah.
Really substantial.
Yes, it's really big.
It's 1 millimetre, and obviously that's going to give a bit, so that's what Sheila's referring to. So yeah, it probably could go through multiple times.
Yes.
And you've actually got here 10 metres, so there's a lot of satin cord. But let's show you the gorgeous gemstone, shall we? Because I did say this kit just keeps on coming. It keeps on delivering. Of course, it's one of our boutiques. So, where do I start? Oh, should we start with Spinel? It's a good place to start in my eyes. Oh, look. Now, Spinel faceted rondelles in a wonderful graduation. Our Spinel kit always fly. It's one of the most popular and sought after gemstone. Lorraine Schwartz is all over this gemstone, Tiffany's & Co, Chanel, Gucci, all of the big high-end jewelers love Spinel for the very same reason that you and I do, because of its high glossy luster, beautiful external surface luster that you see. It's not internal brilliance or anything like that. It's all down to the quality of the gemstones and the high shine that the lapidary has actually imposed on these. Now you have got here 115 carats, and they go from 5 by 3 right the way up to 9 by 4 millimeters. This to me straight away, and if you're on the web, enter into your search engine site Angelina Jolie black Spinel necklace, and you'll see a stunning graduated neckline piece that she wore with rose gold. Now you know we've got gold coming up, by the way. With rose gold, simple graduation neckline piece. It looked amazing in black Spinel. I mean, she could have chosen black diamonds if she wished. She chose this gemstone because it is very seductive and wonderful. Sparkly, but we're still not done. Should we stick with the black gemstones for the time being? How about I bring you a double strand of your black onyx, and great opportunity for you to see sort of the differentiation between those two gemstones. They are both most definitely black gems, but look at the difference. Spinel is more of a sparkle and onyx is more of a gloss. That's the best way that I can describe this. So different shapes, different facets. The onyx have been faceted by Mother Nature. Your Spinel, you can see that real paparazzi flash that you get across the surface. In total, you've got 180 carats here, an 83 centimetre strand of the nuggets, which go right the way up to 11 millimetres. Obviously, they're all different shapes and sizes, so they're not teeny tiny. If you're wondering about you know, if you suffer with maybe eyesight issues or something like that, but there's still so much more. It's got to be that diamond-like sparkle, hasn't it? I can't believe what this kit is going to for everything that you're getting here. Briolette cut, beautiful clear quartz. Absolutely eye clean clarity. That's stunning. I mean, under magnification, which we are right now, you know, we're not holding back on the screens, we're showing you up close and personal every single one of your beautiful gemstones that you're about to own. You can see the clarity, can't you?
I love the facets on those as well.
I do as well. It's one of my favourite cuts.
They're so exquisite and luxurious, aren't
they? Are.
And for like a wedding, I mean, how many did you get in a strand? You could make just simple teardrop.
Perfect.
Just, you know, for your bridesmaids or...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would be perfect
so
for something
special.
like that.
Yeah.
But you can see that clarity. You can really home in on the brilliance and look at the reflection that's coming off the back of my hand. If there were imperfections within this strand, then obviously they'd be obvious, because we are under magnification on your screens right now, but we're still not done. We've got a wonderful flash of colour running through, very high-end and luxurious with your serpentine. Haven't seen it in I don't know how long, but these are 3mm faceted rounds. I love the subtlety of that colour. I mean, it's not we're not just, you know, putting a primary tone in there or a neon colour. It's a subtle pastel hue, which is so entirely bang on trend. So just to recap, because I know that we've covered so much here, you have your spinel, your onyx, your clear quartz, your spessartite, a pair of half drilled perfect black pearls, all ready and waiting to be commissioned into a very high-end pair of earrings. You've got 2 tubes of your spacers, which are the large spacers, which measure, let me just double check this again, 5 by 4mm. You've got 10 meters of your satin cord, and you've got 5, oh sorry, beg your pardon, you've got your eye pins, 100 eye pins, and also 5 of those wonderful brand new sterling silver connectors, 5 in a pack, stamped with your 925, should be coming your way at $59.55. That's an incredible deal already. For all of the gemstones, 1, 2, 3, 4 strands of gemstones, plus your pearls, so let's call that 5, plus your satin cord, plus your rondelles, plus your connectors, sterling silver, plus your eye pins, $34.95 today. I'd pay it for the gemstones, I'd pay it for the pearls on their own, individually. Like I said earlier on today, when I was in that retailer's yesterday with my much better half, I was looking at the prices, and I always do that on a regular basis, and I know you do too, jewellery makers, because we're savvy shoppers. We want the best, and we want to be purchasing it at an affordable price. How many pieces can you create out of this? Sheila has really gone to town, some of which are very gem heavy, but high-end, luxurious pieces. 9 in total, Sheila's mouthing to me. I'm just looking at those stud earrings. I mean, they're the simplest of designs, but yet they stand out. They really stand out. And would you command $34.95 for a pair of black pearl earrings? I'd hope so. I really would hope so. Let's take a wander over and have a little look at Sheila's beautiful designs. Because 9 pieces of jewellery, Sheila.
I know. And I mean, I have been gem heavy on a couple of
You've been a busy girl, haven't you?
So, yeah, especially on this one here, with the...
I love it. I mean, I would wear every single one of these pieces. Well, do you know, I think it was Linda that was saying the other day, and you said you're meeting up with Linda sometime soon. She was saying to me the other day, I like jewellery that I can wear.
Exactly. I mean, I love all the sort of the costume look jewellery, you know, with the materials and everything. But I love sort of, especially these 2 here. I would wear those in the day. I would wear them in the evening, more so. But they have to be wearable, and that you get your wear out of them.
Absolutely.
Really.
And every single one of these, oh, look at this, Sheila, I've just noticed this. Every single one of these I would wear by day and by night. I'm just thinking straight away, because you mentioned bridal. Look at the use of these connectors. I mean, alone, you've singled out 5 of the clear quartz here. You're using purely the rondelles here, and your sterling silver connectors. Like, how high end is this? I love that wave design.
This reminds me of what, what's Audrey Hepburn would wear.
Oh,
this
the black and
particular
white
style, yeah. Although she would have the pearls there, but I think they go really, really nice with the silver spacer beads there.
Oh, it's that monochrome look,
It
which
is,
always
yeah.
it always looks incredible.
It always looks sort of glamorous, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, timeless. It's never ever going to date, never going to go out of fashion. Can we show you the stud earrings as well? That I mean, it's a simple stud, which just works perfectly, don't they? That's all you need to do. I mean, surely, for the quality of the genuine gemstones that you've got, you can see how perfectly spherical they are, which is the most sought after thing, the shape and this nacre surface, obviously the colour, etc. Without getting too detailed, the more perfect looking the pearl, the more valuable the pearl actually is.
That's right, yeah.
So you'd surely expect those to be retailing at $34.95 at least. But then you've got, how many did you say? 8 other pieces of jewellery here. Just amazing.
And it's just nice to have a kit which you can, that's so diverse that you can do so many different things with it. Absolutely.
Can I ask your inspiration when you start? Because obviously these kits that Sheila and Linda do, our boutique kits are designed by our guest designer specifically, yourself and Linda. Where did you start? What was the foundation of this? Did you have a monochrome theme in your head?
Where I actually started, yes, I did, but I love the 2 tubes of those spacer beads, because you don't have to do what I've done, but you can do so much with your macrame. With your,
well, you've done macrame here, haven't you?
I've done some macrame there. And because the holes is so big in the middle, as I said before, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, the one over there, excuse me, in front of the faceted quartz there, that's sort of crisscrossed. And because the hole is so big in there, you can actually go round again, you can bring the gemstones back over again, you can actually take another row on the top because the holes are so big.
Yeah, they're beautiful as well. It's a real design feature, isn't it?
They go such a long, long way, yes. And this one here, you could just use the silk thread. I've put some...
now, I love this. Now, this is what I understand you're going to be demoing this.
Yes, I'm going to show you how to do that.
This beautiful cord. Now, you'd think, how much cord does this use here?
Not the whole of it.
Okay, so you can definitely do that really lovely, thick, chunky braid.
I've used some on the macrame.
And is this, what, a kumahimo or a type of crochet? It's knitted.
It's knitted, yeah.
Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah, it's knitted.
And assuming you can sort of slide, you could probably interchange, couldn't you, the pendants designed like that?
You could.
That's lovely, and I've never seen it before. I've never seen like a knitted collar like that. No, never, and I really like that idea. I think it's, and it reminds me, it takes me back sort of to my first days in jewellery, jewellery, and a specific designer, who I won't mention because I am blatantly going to do a direct comparison, but used to use something like that, but one of the very high-end designers. We've got a text message from Kirsty in Lancashire. Hi, ladies. Good morning. I've made those pearl stud earrings, sold them for £30, and they were a quick and popular sell.
What did you just say? Got
They'll
the price
fly.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh,
now, before we go to our demonstration with the lovely Sheila, I've got... Is it these? Oh, wait. I launched these, I think. Well, I've certainly brought them to you before. There are only 30 in stock. You know those pearl earrings that we were just talking about? You need these. With the kit, you need to buy these, I think. Just because you've got very Italian chic. Let me just make sure I put them on the on the tweezers properly. I'll show you one, then I'll show you the other. Okay, these are 925 sterling silver, a beautiful brush. They've got a scalloped-like effect, and they suspend like so with a half drill. Now Kim is correcting me. She said, Eleanor, no, these are brand new, but they're they're limited in stock rather.
Wow,
the ones that I
brilliant.
Launched actually sold out instantaneously. And Kim was saying, I can guarantee, Elle, they were a higher price than this. Really? 925 sterling silver. So those perfect pearls that you've just seen, just a simple amount of a very strong glue just on the end, you're good to go. Very beautiful high-end piece of jewellery. Obviously comes with the butterfly as well, but look at that lovely satin-like texture. You do get the one pair, and obviously you get the butterfly as well. I'm intrigued by this, Kim. I know it's clearance, but these are brand new. That doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense whatsoever. Should I hold one up to the ear for you? Just so you can see it, to the ear. Over half the stock has already gone, so you do need to have that a little bit of urgency, folks. Get involved as soon as you possibly can. I'm trying to demonstrate them as best I can. There we go. So, look, so just imagine the perfect pearl, which you're about to get in this kit, just suspended. So beautiful. Gone, sold out. Well done. It was always going to happen at that price. That's...
And you don't very often see earrings like that have got that sort of section at the bottom where you can put it inside a half drill pearl.
No.
So
I'm going to take a wander over to our lovely Sheila. Oh look, bless you! Even put a chair there. I know you're sitting on it. I might rob that while you're demonstrating.
Well, okie dokie, you can do that.
So you're going to be demonstrating this gorgeous braid, did you say?
Yes, I will do. Yeah. Now I have to apologise, but because with it you need a double-ended needle, so you need to have the point at both ends.
Okay.
But I couldn't find mine.
Right.
So, and it was a bit too late to go and get one. So I am doing it with ordinary needles, but it is easier if you've got a point at each end.
Okay.
But never mind, you can still.
You're demonstrating the fact that you can clearly do it without, because you're about to show it. So.
Yeah. So what I've done here, I've cast it on. Yes, that's right, cast it on. Just didn't sound right.
I always think fishing when you say that.
Cast on, yes.
Yeah.
Not casted, it's cast on really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've cast on 4 stitches, okay, as you do normally, and then I've just done a plain row. For anybody that maybe doesn't knit, I'll show you what that is in a minute. But so I've just cast on 4 stitches, okay? And then what I'm going to do now, because I've come now on a purl row, because I've knitted a plain row, a knit row, and because my needle isn't two-ended, I'm going to take these onto the other needle, and I'll show you why you need to do this. Okay, so I've now got those on the other needle, and the purl side, the purl is on, just pull that together. So there's your thread there at the end, because when you're knitting plain and purl, you normally have your start at the beginning on every row. Okay, so because we're making this into sort of a round section, we actually take the thread around the back, and we start to knit 4 stitches. Okay, so you just put your needle through the front, take it round the back, put your needle through the front, take it round the back. Okay.
There's a real revival of knitting right now, isn't there?
I think all crafts are very...
all crafts, but all generations seem to be getting into knitting right now, don't they? I think it was Wes that was saying the other day that he knits.
Did he?
He knits, yeah. His grandma taught him how to knit.
I think, which is lovely, because all the crafts are coming back that used to be.
Yeah.
And I think it's lovely, because anybody that's got a hobby, I think it's such a lovely thing to have, isn't it?
I think so. It beats just sitting in front of the telly doing nothing, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So I think anything that you do can only be good for you, because it takes you out of your stresses.
Yeah,
and, your
definitely.
worries
And knitting always does look relaxing, doesn't it? It always looks like it's
the thing is you can knit while the telly's on. It's just if your pattern's a bit complicated, then that's where you can lose it really, because you think, should I have dropped one there? But we're not doing anything like that. It's really quite easy. So I've done that knitted row, and I'm back to where I was in the beginning with the 4 at the beginning of a purl row, which it should be. But I'm going to take that over there. Now, if you'd got the proper ended needle, then you wouldn't have to do what I'm doing, but because I haven't, I'm just taking it back on, because I just slide it across then and start at the other end. So while you get this, if I show
I see what you mean,
here,
the double-ended needle now.
Yeah, so you see this is completely round. You can't see it. Put it on there.
Put my hand behind it, like so.
So you can see now it's completely round. And that's because we take the thread round the back of the pearl instead of purling it. So as you're pulling that round, it causes this to join together.
Okay, so it causes that lovely tube, which I don't know if you can see there.
So I will do a little bit more so you can see. So that thread that should be at the front is at the back, but because I'm taking it from the back, it's going to pull round, and eventually it will create that sort of almost like a kumahimo look, isn't it?
Well, that's why I had to ask you.
Yeah,
what was the braid?
Yet, but so I've now got to take that on my needle again.
I wasn't sure if it was kumahimo or crochet or.
But it just does look. So that's the end there. You see where where the stitch is, if I put that down there, when I've just knitted, okay, that's where the thread comes to. Now it should be there to knit another row, but because this causes this sort of kumihimo type necklace section, I'm going to take that and pull it. So as you pull it and start your knit row again, it's pulling it together, and it's only when you've done quite a bit that you start to actually see it sort of go into that section. So
now, I'm an absolute novice to knitting. I'm just going to ask the question, Sheila, is this any particular type of knit?
It's just...
Sorry if I sound daft.
It's just plain. It's just
as you can tell, I'm not a knitter.
So I've got there again, so I'll pull that round the back and I'm going to knit. So it's just through the front of each stitch, take the needle round, pull it back and off.
Can we show that again? Just because I don't know how to knit. So
there's your stitch.
There's a stitch there, everybody. So pushing through.
Pop it through the mid. Pop it through there.
Yeah.
Okay. Take your needle. Take your thread round.
On the underside one and through the top.
Push it through, and out through the top. So if the camera stays on, you'll be able to see as well. So I finished there. You see, at that end. Now, when I move the stitches back over onto the other needle so I can go back in again, that thread there pulls round the back, you see.
So you're just literally swapping it round?
So I'm just really, you can just take your needle out and put it through that way.
So it still works?
It still works. And then if you stay there with the camera, then you'll be able to see, because that should be a purl row, but it's not, so it's coming round the back. So as you can you see now how it's starting to pull it round to make it like a long kumihimo section. You could knit this with wire as well, the same if you wanted to. You could do exactly the same with wire.
Really? You can knit with wire?
You can knit with wire as well.
I guess that would be your fine gauges, like your 0.25 and your 0.4.
No, not 0.25, 0.4. 0.25 is a little bit, because you're having to
I guess it would take forever, won't it?
Yeah, now you can see now that is coming. If I put that down there, you can see now how it's gone into this section here. Because as I say, the thread is at the back, you pull it across.
And that's what's making it circular.
Yeah, and that's what's making it
We've got a text message for you, Sheila, from Janet in Manchester, who says, well, you've taught me something, Sheila. I'm 63 and I didn't know how to do that. And I've taught my 4 children to knit.
Oh, bless you.
Janet, can I go? Will you teach me?
Well, now I want to see it now when you've done it now.
Yeah.
You have to do something, pop it on.
So you create like a tube, basically, with it, don't you?
Yes, it is a tube, yeah. I lost my... Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It is a tube, but, you know, don't...
You could probably put gemstones in there.
Oh, you could, yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. You could actually
like a
knit
Viking
the gemstones on there, yeah.
It is like a Viking knit, isn't it?
Viking knit, that's what I was saying, yeah.
Together,
Viking
I tell you what, we'll get there eventually,
go. It's the
won't we?
Viking knit, yeah.
Still early in the morning, Sheila, isn't it?
It is still early in the morning.
You know, we were up very early.
Yeah, we are, 10 to 6 me. How about you?
Oh, and the rest.
Oh, and the rest.
I've got a puppy to look after at the moment, and it's getting me in training, isn't it?
How far do you have to come far?
No, not far, it's just the puppy, that's all. We've got, did you say another text message? Oh, I beg your pardon. So keep those text messages coming in, though, if you have got any questions for Sheila, because I'll say it again, I've never seen this before, and Janet was just saying you've taught me something new there. So if you've got any questions, so send us a text message to the studio, 60777. Start your text with JM Studio so we know that you want to come and speak to us. What was that then?
This is, if you were to do it on a bobbin, this is what it would look like on a bobbin. You know, the 4-pin bobbins that we used to sell. This is exactly the same, and it comes out exactly like you would on a bobbin.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, now, time for, how often do we bring you opportunities? Given the fact that within this kit there's no findings other than your eye pins, how often do we bring you individual findings packs? Very, very, very seldom, particularly not in a clearance, because it's not a clearance item. We're always going to need findings. Our suppliers can't meet our demand, quite literally, because so many of our jewellery makers, I'm sure you'll agree with me, agree that there's no comparison in terms of not just price point but also in terms of the quality. Now you are getting over 90 pieces, including your chain, including your decorative head pins. I mean, I'll go through it one by one. Your extenders, your ribbon ends, your featherweight head pins that you've got here, your beautiful floral decorative head pins, as you can see. So stunning. Standard ball head pins, I'll pick those up again so you can actually see what you're getting. There's the lovely chain, and it's this gorgeous kind of structural chain.
It's lovely, isn't it, that chain?
It's really hard to describe other than it looks very fluid, like so, but actually if I just hold it, it goes quite rigid then. So if you really put that tension in, it does actually go quite firm, and you're getting a metre of this in total. Then, oh, I'm making a right mess, Sheila. As always.
You're not, actually.
Oh,
okay.
it's going everywhere. You don't have to humour me.
Okay.
You've got your jump rings. I love the fact that, all right then. You've got your spacers, you've got your crimps, your crimp covers. These beautiful shepherd hooks, which go perfectly with the actual head pins. Can you see that? So those lovely floral details, which you could easily stamp on as well. Standard shepherd hooks. Then you've got 3 of your toggles, including your decorative floral toggles. Now, it is going to be a sellout, Kim is saying. Oh, really? Well, 89. Is this how many you're allocated? Because you're not meant to actually, well, certainly not meant to clear our findings. 89.
Good grief. Oh, sorry.
That's 4p per finding.
That's just...
Wait, hang on a minute.
I know what...
4p?
If you buy them separately on the website...
Yeah.
They are a lot more.
On our own website?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it's still, you know, they're going to be competitively priced, but yeah, in 4p for a metre-long length of chain. I'd pay £3.47 or more than that for this.
Oh gosh, yes, definitely.
Because it's a lovely chain.
And these spacer beads are absolutely delightful.
Beautiful.
They
the little
really are.
flowers that you get, all of the head pins, the decorative head pins, the featherweight head pins, which I know you absolutely love, jewellery makers. 28 remaining.
Great. And these are also useful, you know, say if you'd run out, if you didn't use them for a bracelet and you've got a lot of these left, they're very useful for using as sort of clasp end, as necklace and bracelet ends, because you can use
the extenders, aren't they?
Yeah, the little S, and then you can use the chain on an earring.
Yeah.
So they're quite multi-purpose.
I've got to move on. It's good as gone. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. I'll go back to our lovely Sheila.
Right.
So you've knitted and knitted and knitted.
I've knitted and knitted until you end up with this.
Gorgeous.
So you just completely keep knitting until you've got that. I'm going to put this needle on because if I don't, then the stitches will all fall off. There we go. And then what I'm going to show you to do then is how to knot and get your knot secure with your little section in the middle of the necklace there.
Shall I bring that over for you? Because I can see you. Right, Sheila's pointing to this. So you're about to do this bit here.
Yes. So that is just 8 of the spacer beads that you have. That bit there, yeah. 8 of them. Okay, and then you can make sort of little circles.
Oh, you mean 8 per circle?
8 per circle, sorry,
right,
yes, not 8 of the...
Because you've got 4 circles.
You've got, 4
8
circles.
per circle.
And 8 of the silver spacer beads on each circle. Okay? Now, when you're actually threading...
And what, you're using clear elastic
and
here?
I'm using clear elastic here, yeah.
Okay.
Now, you have to be careful when you're doing this, and a lot of people, when you... this is why I think it's something that we haven't shown for a while, and I think, especially if you're new to jewellery making, because it slips the elastic. There we go, so I've got the 8 on there.
Lovely.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on there, just on the elastic.
Okay.
Now, take it across. What is a good thing to do is to sort of stretch the elastic a little bit, because when you're doing that, you're pulling the tension out of the elastic. Because when you tie the knot, it can slip. So you can tie a knot and then it slips out.
Yeah, and you don't want that. You don't want it to get in loose, do you?
And I mean, obviously, what I would do as well is when you've tied your knot, pop a little bit of clear nail varnish on.
Yeah. And use clear nail varnish rather than glue, because
glue, it just depends what you've got.
I was told the other day, but certain glues actually eat into the elastic.
Yes. If they're the really hard glue, they will.
So maybe clear. Would you say clear nail varnish?
I think clear nail varnish is the best, to be honest, because it sort of seals it and it doesn't actually do any damage to if it may be a gemstone that you were using or whatever. It doesn't do any damage to that. You know what I mean? It's just. So what I'm doing, I've made that into a circle, and I'm really, really pulling on the elastic now. Okay, make sure you've got it when you come to tie your next knot. Make sure you've got it in the same area that you've done the first knot. Okay, and then pull that again, and just keep pulling it, because as you're pulling it, when you've pulled it, it actually goes back. But while it's going back, it's actually embedding into the first knot that you did. So, and then as I say, to secure it, just pop on a little bit of clear nail varnish. But that is the secret of not letting it slip. Okay. Okay. So that is now. So I've done these. So if you were sort of popping these on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to finish this off as well. Because what you need to do when you're finishing it off, you need to put the thread through each stitch. So pop your silk thread through each stitch. So you're feeding through the centre. Feeding through the, pop that off this one a little bit. So I'm taking it, I took it through the first, through the second. Lovely. Through the third. Yeah. Through the fourth. Well, it's just like stitching, isn't it? It is, yeah. What you're doing, instead of casting off, you want this to come to a bit of a point, really. And I can get that through there. And there's a little frayed bit there. Make sure it's not... Actually, I'll use scissors on that because it gives it a... There we go. More definite edge. More definite edge, that's it. So just pop that through your last stitch and then pull it together. Look, so neat that. And then that just finishes that end there, you see, okay? So then what you can do then is with these little silver circles that you've made, then just pop those on. Take them over the little section there. Lovely. And then pop them down into the middle and just make 4. Well, to be honest, you can make as many as you want to, really, because it would look quite nice because there's so many in the well, you could change the design completely, couldn't you? Because you can feed them on, feed them off as and when. Yeah, well, you could do a big section if you wanted to. So you've got a little bit of the sort of necklace section, and then you could have a lot in the middle there. I mean, I did 4 because I'd used them in lots of different designs, but you can. So as I say, pulling the tension out of the elastic does make the difference because it stops it from. Now, whilst Sheila's just feeding on all of those individual spaces, just going to bring you... Don't cut the elastic like I've just done. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. No, it's not a good idea to do that. No. It happens. It does happen. It happened the other day. Listen, don't worry, don't worry. See, if you're just too honest. You shouldn't have said anything. Nobody would have known. Would we? We'd have been none the wiser. Anyway, while Sheila's now repairing... No, rethreading. Repairing, I'm going to show you these gorgeous rings that we've got available for you. Now, clearance opportunity. You do get, how many in total? 10 in total. Very, very, very Italian chic, where you have got, I want to say almost like an Aztec design across the surface of your silver-plated copper. They are really substantial, so you've got a good width and a dimension to these, which I will give you a quick measure as well. Turn it like so. You can actually see the extension, so they are adjustable, and I always say it, and yeah, I know those of you that tune into me regularly will go, oh gosh, she's going to say it again. She's going to say it again. She's going to get on her soapbox about the fact that she hates, she is in me, I do hate those adjustable rings where they've got those really ugly teeth. Well, yeah. What are they all about? Yeah, I do too. That catch on all your clothes, put holes in your tights, pinch your skin. It's just unnecessary. Good. Yeah, I just think it cheapens the actual piece of jewellery. Hey, listen, it's only my personal opinion. Ooh. Some people might be going, oh, I like those. That's fair enough. To me, I just don't, I think keep it simple like these. Keep it simple where you've got a solid, substantial amount of your wonderful metal, which means obviously durability in my eyes. And again, you've still got that adjustability where they can pull out or obviously squeeze together. If you wanted to take them smaller, then kink them open like a gate, I suppose, from sort of north to south, and then they will actually squeeze together. Turn it round like this, and you can obviously see those beautiful jump rings. Perfect for channel setting, perfect for creating movement with your gemstones as well on simple. Lots of gems on jump rings, looks absolutely amazing. Love that Aztec design. So you've got a texture of striping actually. I don't know if you can see that stripe. There we go, if I turn it like that.
There's an ever so slight stripe and then a really high polish. So beautiful. Stacker rings are all the rage right now. I know that Gemporia, obviously close relations with Gemporia, recently had a publication over in Hello magazine where the model was wearing not just one ring, she wore loads of rings, and it just looked amazing, didn't it? Looked absolutely incredible. And I, you know, wearing them sort of at the top of the finger, on the thumb, etc., little pinkies as well, is a very, very high fashion design right now, and I guarantee if you did have a retailer and marketed those, they would fly. I'm absolutely certain of it. Now, always been on your screens at £6.95 previously. However, it is clearance. Every penny, every pound that we can take off, we absolutely will for you. Bear in mind, you're not just getting the one, you are getting all 10. That's 69 pence each. 59 pence. Where can you get a ring of this quality? We're not just talking about flimsy metal here, which you're going to put on once, is going to indent, and then, no, absolutely, Kim. I almost repeated you then. I almost did. Yeah, no, it's true. You want something that is substantial. I won't word it quite the way that I just heard. But yes, you do want something that's substantial, that is going to have longevity. You know, if you buy pieces of jewellery, it's... At price tags like this, if you can even find them, to me, I'd just instantaneously assume that it is a one-way wonder.
Yes.
At £5.95, but you've got 10 here at £5.95.
10 at 5, and also, I mean,
these are going to last.
Gemstones sitting in between.
That's what I mean. Channel setting,
Channel
sort of
setting,
like your lovely Jan Dwyer. These would be perfect for that, and they'd nestle. Rondelles would fit perfectly in there.
You might even get a tiny gemstone with one of those either side, maybe.
Might do. Now I'm going to try and balance this, Sheila.
Oh,
so you're testing me now, my lovely. But yeah, if you actually fed them on...
Very good.
If you fed them on, yeah, and wove in between with this lovely satin cord, that would work, wouldn't it?
Or even with some tiny, about 2 mil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, multiples of in a big cluster.
Yeah.
£5.95 only. Grab it whilst you can. They're super busy. These haven't been, well, they shouldn't be in clearance, to be honest. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. I'm off my soapbox now. I've stopped ranting about those adjustable rings. Why? I don't get it. Why did those ugly teeth?
It's just a pet hate that you have, isn't it? You know, we all have them.
It really does bug me.
We really do all have them, don't we?
Yeah, it bugs me because I think, you know, you put one of those on, not that I have ever bought one for, well, not in years. Yeah, and as soon as you sort of just do this, I don't know, you skag your clothing.
I hate
you rip
that.
your tights.
Yes, you do. You absolutely do. And when you're going out, there's nothing worse than ripping your tights.
Oh gosh, no. Not with my lily white legs.
Oh, you one as well. Oh, I never expose my legs.
They simply don't tan. Anyway.
Well, this has just happened purely by mistake.
Okay, you've just
made a little flower. And I think what I did when I was tying, if I show you that, look, pop that down there.
I love that, Sheila, that these could be a lovely pair of earrings, couldn't they? They're just like a little floral.
It's a little flower, look.
I love that. So you could actually suspend it from these lovely tubes that you're doing right now.
Well, yeah, you could. And how I did that was because when I tied the second knot, I must have tied it round the one before.
Ah, yeah, okay. So it sat in the middle.
So it sat in the middle, yeah.
Lovely, isn't it? Shall I hold that up for you? And pop it on the back of my hand for a minute? Just so you can see. That could be a gorgeous little pendant.
And you've got loads and loads and loads of these... space of
well, there's something like 360 in each tube, so 320, I beg your pardon, 320 in each tube. Well, look how many have used here? 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it isn't finally finished, but it just shows you how it did go into the middle.
8,
so.
I beg your pardon, because there's one at the back. 8. There you go.
Oh, there's one, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So there you go. And that was one of my happy happenings.
Love it. I love that. Happy happenings.
Happy happenings.
Gorgeous. So you're still feeding on.
Well, it's just repeating the same thing. 8 of the silver beads on your elastic. Keep stretching the elastic because that's what takes the time. Yeah. But it stops it slipping out.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sheila. Do stay on those phone lines. We'll be back with you for more boutique designer inspiration. But guess what? Clearance, yeah, I've already told you, I've spoken about that. It's going to rock your world, believe me, we mean clearance. But also, star buys, including some of the biggest rubies that we have within our entire vault coming up after this. Okay, sorry Ryan, my director is, I don't move as fast as I used to. Anyway, now Star Buys, clearance, it's all about the incredible deals. But if you were to look over the entire weekend, which is all about clearance, I don't think you're going to find a single carat weight like this at all. Now, we're not talking about 128 carats of rubies in chips or nuggets. We're talking about faceted, sizable cabochons. Now, our graphics say shapes, and the reason for that is because they are all different shapes of a cabochon, checkerboard faceted across the surface, but they are all big, substantial pendants. And the size is, without shadow of a doubt, the first thing that struck me. And I know that some of you might be like, oh gosh, it's the colour, Eleanor. It's the faceting to me. It's the carat weight to me. The sheer size of each individual solitaire, because how many people in the world can say that they own a ruby of this size? Now, I'm actually going to pick up the smallest one first, and I'm doing that deliberately. And I'm just looking for my little grabber, if I can find it anywhere. Okay. No, I'm just going to hold, oh, there we go. This is the only one that will fit in the grabber, I think, and I'm probably pushing it with this. I'm picking up the smallest, because if I hold that in between my fingers, imagine this in gold, imagine this with diamonds on the shoulders. What kind of price would you expect it to be retailing at? These are natural rubies. They haven't been dyed in any way, shape or form. They haven't been Fisher filled in any way, shape or form. This is the smallest. Yeah, absolutely. Ryan's saying, did you say that's the smallest? Yeah, I did. That's why I actually started with this, because I was thinking, look at that quality. And this is the smallest one of the group. Completely and utterly natural. As you can see, they are a lovely cabochon shape. So you've got that bezel, which means you can anchor onto these. Imagine if you were walking down Bond Street, Regent Street, Hatton Garden, one of those high-end establishments, or in Milan or Saint-Tropez, you know, where you see the really big high-end jewelers. You've got the silks in here as well. Can you see that silver sheen? Sorry to stop myself mid-conversation. But, and saw this in gold, it would certainly be a piece of jewellery which would be considered, wouldn't it? Shall I show you everything else though? Because you're not just getting the one, you're getting multiple. I'm going to tip them out. What a wonderful parcel this is. Wow, 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 wow. All different shapes, all different sizes. Take this one out and I'm going to show you another. They're all big. I can't use the grabber, I'm going to have to use my tweezers on this. Look. Natural ruby. I'm probably better off doing that, aren't I? Natural ruby, checkerboard, faceted, totally natural colour. Again, all different shapes, all different sizes, all massive, substantial cabochons and beautiful quality. There's a perfect pair of earrings. Can you imagine this? I mean, that's something you expect to be adorned on a celebrity. You would, wouldn't you, on the red carpet, maybe with your diamond nuggets all the way around. That would be incredible. We are bringing you gold here at Jewellery Maker. It's going to be a huge launch next, in fact, I don't know when it is exactly, but do stay tuned, basically. I think it's next weekend. So this is what I would be getting for the gold launches and things like that. I mean, this is what I'd be using with just a couple of diamonds either side, because they're such incredible quality. Natural ruby, you can see that intensity of primary red. They're not so dark and black that it's not recognizable that this is the king of gemstones. You've got that beautiful quality, 128 carats of the one of the most valuable and expensive gemstones on this entire planet. I'll count how many I've actually got here for you, so you know just how big this opportunity is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Do you know, I'm looking at it as well, because you have got pairs, basically. The first one that I held up, look, you've got, I'll hold them in my fingers, you've kind of got a pair there. Can you see? Those two that I've just shown you are quite an obvious pair. They'd make perfect studs, wouldn't they? Can I show you another two perfect pair? I love that. I mean, that's within this opportunity. We don't guarantee the quantity or the sizes. We guarantee 128 carats within each and every single one of your purchases, whether you choose to buy now or maybe at a considered price more considered price outside of the clearance, which will always be incredible here at Jewellery Maker. But this weekend's the weekend to really be treating yourself to high-end opportunities, which usually might be outside of someone's budget. Today, every penny, every pound we are deducting. We should be at $59.95. Already an incredible deal for natural ruby of this calibre. £50 exactly. If you saw a pair of ruby earrings, like any of the ones I've shown you today, at £50, would you expect it to be anywhere near this quality, or would you expect it to be so black and dark and heavily included that it's nigh on unrecognisable? Absolutely, I certainly would, because obviously the value comes in the colour of the gemstone, the carat weight of the gemstone, obviously the cut of the gemstone, and you've got all of the above. Wendy, Anna, Diana, Gloucestershire, John and Janet, you've done it. Kathy, Neathan Port Talbot, you're there. Hazel, guest designer, is that Jan? I can see. Not surprised Jan's with us. Susan in Shropshire with us on the web. Do check out as soon as you possibly can. We have got people multi-buying. Now, we'll obviously not have a massive quantity of these, given the fact that it is 128 carats of ruby. I started with 53. That's all. You can bet your bottom dollar that there's going to be more than 53 people watching right now. I'll allow our contact centre to catch their breath and allow you to make those confirmations. Fingers crossed, everybody. Clearance does continue. There's so much more to bring you. Loads of bundles, including, did I hear spessartite? Did I hear garnet? All of the above and more pearls.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker have a special offer running on our workshops. If you book yourself on 4 workshops, you'll receive £50 off. We have a variety of courses to choose from beginner to advanced, covering a wide selection of mediums. This is a limited offer until the end of February, so book your places now to avoid disappointment.
Time, everybody! Clearance! I went all Captain Caveman then, didn't I?
It is a bit.
We were talking about, do you remember Captain Caveman?
No.
Oh.
Now explain to me now. What era? What decade was that?
Sarah would have watched Captain Caveman. Sarah's my age.
Yeah, I know, but she was into singing and the musicals and things.
Okay.
So I don't think.
So what you're basically
missed
saying
that.
is Sarah was arty and I was a couch potato.
No, you were more like adventure. Adventure.
Oh, bless you. I love that.
No, I honestly, I mean, I've watched a lot of children's programs.
Oh, you missed out if you never saw Captain Caveman,
missed,
by the way.
Yeah.
You need to YouTube it. It was great, wasn't it? I loved Captain Caveman.
60s and 70s, you see. Have you watched that program on the television about the different decades and how the family goes back?
Yes.
I was fascinated because it takes you back, doesn't it?
Can we get some text messages in as well about what was your favourite childhood cartoon?
Yes.
Mine was dun 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 dun. Right, name that one. Right, I've got to go. That's that. Text in. What was that one? Okay, clearance. Are you ready? On your marks, get set, go. This is going to be fast, pacey. There's loads to bring you. Kim's going, come on, Elle. I'm ready, Kim. Come on. I'm ready, Kim. Where are you with your graphics? Look, I've got all the findings for everybody. Kim didn't even acknowledge what I just said then. I don't think she's amused. She says, I'm doing about 10 things at once, Al. It's clearance. You're getting 3 packs of your findings here. It's your gold-plated copper. You've got 118 pieces in each of these bags. So obviously you can do the maths. That's 350 something. Should be £20.85. We're going to bring the should be price in straight away, and then obviously we're going to take it down to the clearances. This is just one of the findings pack, times that by 3. That's what you're getting. Times that by 3. I was only just mentioning the fact that I didn't think findings were meant to be in clearance. Kim just said, listen, I've just put it all in clearance. Okay, fair enough. You do need your findings. They're essential. They are the bread and butter, basically, of your jewellery making. And you've got such a variation within one of these packs. 1 metre length of chain, 2 pairs of shepherd hook earrings in each pack. Then you've got ribbon ends, you've got the rope spacers, your crimp covers, you've got the jump rings, the ball-shaped head pins, the feather head pins, the pear-shaped head pins, the oval cross-link chain, the medium toggles, the small toggle, the triangle toggle, the ear wire that you get with these as well, which is like a decorative shepherd hook, crimp tubes, crimp tube covers. So much, 350 something pieces coming your way this morning in the clearance at £7.95. Now, I remember the days, and I'd like to consider myself part of the furniture now here at Jewellery Maker. I remember the days we weren't even allowed to sell these individually, let alone 3 in a bundle, and certainly not at £7.95. Ryan's like, yeah. Always the kits. I loved how you said that then, Ryan. It was it was like a mumble of approval, an agreement. Loads of you getting involved. Make sure you do check out your baskets straight away today. Listen, if you leave them in your baskets, just to give you a little bit of a heads up, I launched the clearance yesterday morning, and 99.9% of every single opportunity, call this an opportunity, sold out. So you're going to need to check out instantaneously every single time.
Is that for 3 lots?
That's for 3 lots.
Wow. That, if you don't buy that, well, yeah, I'm speechless really, because I know how much they go for normally.
Massively oversubscribed.
And that's just, I would imagine you are, yeah.
Yeah. I love it, 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 I love it.
You have to think now, because later on in the year when you're making, you know, all of your craft fairs for your weddings, whatever, if you've got all those, then you've made such a huge saving, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. 6 strands in this bundle. Talking about your wedding fairs. I'd love to be able to say what you just said to me, Kim, but I can't. Kim was just saying that she went absolutely wild in the aisles. Well, she didn't say that, but she said something very similar. Wild in the aisles on the bundles, on the clearance deals. She said, reckless, wild in the aisles, like that programme with Dale Winton. I'd love a go at that programme, to be honest.
Is it still on?
No, I don't think it's still about. No, you've got, how many? 5? 6? Our graphics say 5. It is definitely 6 that you're getting. So ignore that 5, it's a 6. Excuse me. 10 by 8 millimeters of your beautiful sparkling crackled quartz. Great for creating that diamond-like luster, that beautiful, brilliant... Sorry, just had a little bit of a tickle in my throat then. Yeah, perfect for creating that sort of diamond-like sparkle, that beautiful paparazzi luster, and flash of fire and scintillation, which, yes, you can get at a much more affordable price. The crackling itself really adds to the texture of the gemstones. Should be £41.70, given the fact that you are getting 6, not 5. I know our graphics say 5, but that is an administrative area. Oh, I'll get there in the end. What's the matter with me right now? Stash it 6. That makes sense, yeah? £11.95. Just see how we're rolling today. Even if it was 5, that's amazing. £11.95 for genuine gemstones and 6 strands of. You know, this is the ideal time to replenish your stash, jewellery makers, the ideal time to start jewellery making as well, especially with gemstones which are faceted and shaped like so, because all you need is some clear elastic to be thread through, and you've got stunning pieces of jewellery which will absolutely walk. All your friends would love them. I'd certainly enjoy wearing them. If you do your craft fairs, if you do your charity events, then, you know, at least £5 per genuine gemstone stretchy bracelet, say, which takes you minutes to create, and I'm absolutely certain they'd be one of those things that sells out first. £11.95 only. They're 10 by 8 millimeter in their size. Well done. Now, I do need to move quite quickly. Just because I move on doesn't mean you haven't been successful. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Absolutely incredible. Should we stick to your clear crackled quartz? Should we stick to your gorgeous diamond-like sparkle? And I tell you what, we'll even bring in the diamond shape. 1, 2, 3, 4 strands. There's 130 carats on each of these. Look at this crisp white sparkle. I love a clear quartz. I love a crackled quartz as well, of whatever colour, just because it brings that gorgeous, almost texture, doesn't it? Almost texture within the gemstone. How do you actually make crackled quartz? Well, firstly, you take high-end, nice clarity quartz, which is heated up to a very high temperature and then quenched in very, very cold water. That forms this gorgeous internal crackling, which is absolutely stable and secure. You have got gemstones here which aren't brittle or anything like that. They need looking after, as all Mother Nature's treasures do, but they've got that gorgeous sparkle, a crispness, I suppose, a little bit like frosting, I suppose. £31.80 is where we should be. It's a quadruple treble. Okay. I was saying yesterday that it was one of the biggest events of Jewellery Maker history, and I truly believe that. Our clearance, you know, when we say that word, we absolutely mean it. £8.95 for 4 strands of beautiful, genuine gemstones. Do stay where you are on those phone lines. I know it's busy already. I know it's just gone 9 o'clock in the morning, but there's a lot of viewers, customers, friends tuning in right now to capitalise on such events. We're basically clearing the vault for our spring and summer collections. We've got wonderful launches to bring you, but that means now is the ideal time for you to get hold of your stunning, genuine gemstones like so. We'll always need crackled quartz, won't we, jewellery makers? These are an essential, a must-have for anybody's jewellery stash, without shadow of a doubt. 130 carats and they're 10mm plain rounds. Moving forward, because we've got lots to squeeze in this hour. Moving on to... Okay, who loves smoky quartz? Linda put, yeah, sorry, Sheila put her hand up. Are you thinking about Linda as well right now?
Well, yeah, Linda, like, yeah, Smoky Quartz is one of my favourites.
It's one of yours as well. It's so classy.
From day, I think so as well.
Why is Smoky Quartz in the sale?
And it goes gorgeous with sort of your golds and your rose golds and your, you know, if they're like summer jewellery, your oranges, it's just a lovely, yeah, classy.
Can I say it again? Why is Smoky Quartz in the clearance? Especially of this size. I love the fact that this is a really classic, or two rather, these are a really classic strand. Perfect plain rounds. I'm in awe of the fact that they should be £17.90 apparently. 12mm plain round. When it comes to your Smoky Quartz, you want that rich espresso colour. Yeah, then it's kind of like a mixture between, this is going to sound very peculiar, but bear with me, you'll know what I mean when I say it. You want to have like that rich espresso colour, but then also flashes of champagne.
Yeah, it's got that just luxury look, hasn't it? You know, the class, the sort of sophistication, and it's just gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, and a real soft way of wearing a darker colour. Always very, very popular. Now, Smoky Quartz can be cloudy, can be heavily included. Not here. If I actually held these out for you, you can see and appreciate the quality of the clarity that you are getting here. All 12mm plain round, so very sizable, beautiful individual beads. Can't believe that they should be actually £17.90. That seems very affordable already. £8.95 each. Really? That I would expect that to be the clearance deal. I hope you're on those phone lines, because I don't think this is going to be around for very, very long. Madness, my producer said. Okay. Sheila, don't look.
What? Cup of tea?
Okay, now in preparation. No words. There are no words.
For 2 strands of Smoky Quartz of that size.
12mm, yeah. Can I just say, everybody that is watching today, if you're not expecting to be tempted, you probably best avert your eyes, because we are going to tempt you today without shadow of a doubt. Amelia's like, shocking. I can't believe it. Amelia's here, bless her, bring me a nice cup of tea.
I see a lot of stones.
I know, £4.95.
I mean, if you work that out, I mean, how many's on a strand? It's just unbelievable, really. I mean,
totally sold out, everybody. We need to move on from it. We need to move on.
I'm not surprised.
Incredible. Oh, I'll tell you what, they'd look incredible with these beautiful pearls. Oh, these are lovely shapes, so consistent.
That's a big strap.
I thought these were shell pearls initially, but they're actually not. They're cultured. So they're not reconstituted. These are formed within a mollusk. They are 10x9mm. You're getting 2 strands, should be £35.90. I would have thought that would have been an amazing deal, Jewellery Maker deal, for just one of those. That's working out at £17 per... 95 rather, per strand. Incredible. Surely a clearance deal already. A beautiful aqua blue. Not stopping there. I hope we've got enough of these to go around, Kimbo. 51. No, then, is the answer to that. Okay, I don't know. Kim, you did say you've gone wild in the aisles. Well, actually, not in so many words. Oh, you didn't set the prices. What on earth? What on earth is going on? When we say clearance, we absolutely... £9.95 for culture pearls of this size.
If you bought the Smoky Quartz before, £4.95, that's just under £15 for 4 strands. 4 strands, that's what I'm saying. 4 strands for just under £15. Imagine.
Alex, speechless. Didn't stop me pressing buy though.
I mean, just one of those in between a few of the Smoky Quartz.
Sold out, sold out, sold out. Got to move on. Well done. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, I'm loving these deals, aren't you? Are you limbered up now? I tell you what, if you were kind of thinking, I'm not quite awake yet, I bet you are now.
Yeah.
I bet you are. I bet you're like, oh yeah. I do like starting my day off with a good deal.
And the weekends are when you go out looking for deals, aren't you? Because you've got a bit more
Definitely, definitely. Let's go to our lovely raspberry colours. I was talking about it yesterday, and I had raspberry coulis on my brain all day yesterday, and it's because of the quality of our beautiful crackle quartz. It's a sumptuous and rare colour when it comes to gemstones. In fact, I was desperately trying to think of, and this was after I was in the studio, so I was actually trying to think of other gemstones which have actually got this lovely colour. The only one that I could think of was, because it's not really the same as a pink sapphire, the only one I could think of was a Rubilite. Now, a Rubilite gemstone is one of the world's rarest gemstones on the planet, member of the tourmaline family, and can command astronomical prices, especially if they were this sizes. So our red crackle quartz, and it made me think about it as I stepped out of the studios yesterday afternoon. It's the only gemstone that I can think of is a sort of Rubilite, which is like a raspberry red, which is so incredibly beautiful. Now, you've got 4 strands here, which should be £27.80. Just imagine that box that's going to be arriving, that delivery from Jewellery Maker that is going to be coming in a few working days. Imagine if you're capitalising on the clearance right now. 4 strands of genuine gemstones for £7.95. Those Rubilite-esque colours, a rich, velvety, sort of raspberry tone. It's the best way that I can describe it. Very, very, very rare when it comes to Mother Nature's treasures that you actually see this specific colour and tone. Red, yes, you can get that with your ruby, you can get that with your garnet. Nothing has got the distinction here. And yes, okay, it is treated, that's absolutely fine. Many gemstones are actually treated. Rubilite is actually often treated, but this is the colour which really does, sort of, is exciting me right now. And as I said, had the cogs in my brain ticking over. Do check out, though, again, loads of you getting involved. If you want to multi-buy, by all means do. By all means do. You're not limited, even with the fact that these are giveaway prices. Kim just said, I heard in my ear then, Elle, I'm getting so many warning signs at me, being flashed at me. Kim's computer monitor, every time that she brings in the graphics and enters the price, the clearance price, our computer system is programmed to actually go, no, 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 too low. If it is obviously at a beyond fathomable price. Every single time that's happened. Every single time. You know, this is not about, and I said it yesterday, not about profits. It is merely about, this is a function which many businesses have to do, all retailers have to do. You have to replenish your stock, you have to rotate your stock. You know, if you think about it as, I don't know, within a fruit and veg store. Believe it or not, I worked in a fruit and veg store. And you rotate the stock, don't you? So that it's always fresh. And within a supermarket, you rotate the stock. Every retailer has to do that. But very few will actually do it at a massive loss. Just saying. Got a text message coming in from Susan in Shropshire. At these prices, you could make bejewelled lampshades. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Like a Tiffany style lampshade. Yeah, absolutely. You could make bejewelled lots of things, couldn't you? Bejewelled knickers.
We also sell, I know we haven't got it today, but we sell the pink, the very sort of pinky of those on our website. It's like a Hessian.
Yeah, that would look amazing, wouldn't it?
About half an inch. You can just sew those onto there.
What do you reckon?
On a lampshade.
Sheila, you totally missed that then. Valentine's Day.
Oh yes, I know. Tomorrow.
Bejewelled knickers.
Bejewelled knickers. I did miss that. Yeah.
I think they'd make a lovely pair of knickers.
I say.
That would be
I think
fancy.
we best move on from there because you know
that
the mind
would be fancy.
was,
yeah, I'll move on from that.
Yeah,
one.
that
Sorry.
my mind was going into a bit of overdrive there.
My bad for lowering the tone. Moving on to. Sorry. That's my fault. Fabulous 5. Not Famous 5. Who used to read those? I did.
Oh yes. Yeah.
It's not the Fabulous 5. Who's the Fabulous 5? You mean the Famous 5? Yeah, Enid Blyton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say. I used to read those books as well. I'm definitely showing my age now then. 5 beautiful strands of your puffy rectangles with all of that internal sparkle. Love it, love it, love it. Clearance, clearance, clearance. The fact that these, I mean, you've got half term coming up, haven't you, where you've got to look at entertaining the kids. We were talking about yesterday, Sheila, I mean, other than, you know, days out, which can be so expensive. We live not too far away from West Midlands Safari Park. Have you ever looked at a family ticket?
Oh,
it's astronomical.
Extortionate prices, aren't they?
Yeah, and you know, same with if you went to Alton Towers or if you went to Drayton Manor or anything. It's so expensive. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure they'd absolutely love it and you'd probably love it too, but, you know, you can't do that every day of the holiday, can you? Not every single day. Well, I certainly couldn't anyway. This is a great way of entertaining the kids and having something that they can actually keep. We were talking about kids' parties.
Have a make day.
Love that.
The girls love that. They really do.
I bet baking cakes and everything and then making jewellery. Yeah, absolutely. Loads of fun. Should be £34.75. This would have been right up my street. Oh, I tell you what, my mum sent me that picture of that little piggy brooch. She put it on my Facebook page. I showed you, didn't I, Kim? My first ever polymer clay brooch. Now, anyway, I'll upload it on my Facebook page. See, I used to really enjoy making the pieces of jewellery. We need to really bring that back. 5 strands of genuine gemstones. You could probably get at least 2 bracelets off each one, I reckon. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm certain you can get 2 bracelets off each of those strands. That's 10 bracelets for £9.95. 99p each. Doesn't take a mathematician to work that out, does it? That's incredible.
And I know we keep saying it, but for a wedding, if you're getting married on a budget, but you want something really special, then you have to get something like that.
Well, even if you haven't got a budget, this is genuine gemstones as opposed to the cut glass.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, some people's budget is higher, some is lower, isn't it? So for 5 strands for £9.95 to get pure gemstones and to make quite a bit of jewellery out of that.
Yeah.
Then that's a hell of a lot of a big saving, isn't
absolutely.
it? On your budget.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we were talking yesterday, tiaras can be 3 figures and then some.
Oh, gosh,
Susan in Shropshire is saying, forget jewellery, enough for Christmas tree garlands.
Yes.
Oh, they'd be incredible. Can you imagine crackled quartz around a Christmas tree? Imagine. I mean, have you seen all the Christmas decks and things like that, which are still in the sales and everything now? Just think of it that way. These are genuine gemstones that you could adorn your Christmas tree with. Good point, Susan. £9.95 only, and you're going to really see the brilliance when you get a Christmas tree, a fairy light behind it. Fabulous, well done. Stay where you are. I've got to move on again because I want to bring you as many clearance deals as possible. Stay where you are. Okay, you were eyeing up this colour, our lovely Sheila.
I was. It's a beautiful colour.
It is a beautiful colour. It's like a spearmint green, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's so summer, isn't it? So, yeah.
It's a love. Trapezoids too. They are trapezoids, top drilled. 6 strands. Stash it 6. 2. 3. I'm struggling to hold all of these. 4. Oh no, I've got 6 here. There we go. You are getting 6 gorgeous strands. This is more limited, however, in a unique shape. A trapezoid is a little bit more like, it's a cross between a rectangle and a triangle, I suppose, is the best way to describe it. Great for suspending, great for structural pieces, great for creating geometric-like designs. Look at that gorgeous colour, which is so exciting, very unique in all gemstones as well. Will work fabulously with your black and white gems. Will look, to be honest, amazing with most colours, even if you went in total contrast like your specitite garnets or your red. 41.70 is where we should be bringing these at. However, you've seen countless opportunities. Pretty much every single one that I've brought you so far this morning has sold out. There might be 1 or 2 remaining, I don't know.
Carnelian and citrine with that.
Carnelian, citrine.
You know, the sort of oranges and the...
6 strands for £11.95.
And if you, because they're drilled at the top, you can actually make a perfect circle, and then you can cluster some smaller gemstones.
Yeah, like flowers and everything.
Like flowers, you can sit them on a bed of wire, you know, some structured wire. I love the colour. I think the colour's just
Perfect for
Divine.
spring, don't you find
isn't it
that
just?
in the mornings? And I drive to work very early in the mornings. You know, it's still dark, really. I love the fact you're starting to see the little birds coming out at that time in the morning. You can certainly hear them at that time in the morning. This would be amazing for your spring and summer collection. Loads of you getting involved. So nice to have your company. If you want to multi-buy, you fill your boots. This is more limited, however. Glamorgan, Gloucestershire, Margaret, Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire. You're with me, Angus, Yorkshire. Hello to you, London, Elaine, Marion, Jan. Hello to you, Catherine. I can't keep up with the names. There are tons of you there. Now, Sheila just mentioned that this would look fabulous with carnelian. Guess what? I've got carnelian coming up next. Someone's
Really?
like, you read my mind there.
I didn't know, did I? I didn't know.
I think this is the perfect shape and size as well for those. Just take one of those trapezoids, if you can, and I'm just picturing all these micro-faceted carnelians all the way around, like in a cluster style design. 1, 2, 3, wow, 4, 6 strands of your gorgeous faceted 2mm plain rounds. Small but mighty, I always say it when we're talking about our micro-faceted gemstones, because whilst they are tiny, they really, really, really pack a punch. And carnelian, when it's of this quality, as you can see, really fiery. It's like a fire opal, quite sort of like spicy, I suppose, in its appearance. You'll see flashes of reds, you see whites, you see oranges, you see mixed colours within this within this gemstone. Really, really warming. And again, all seasons. This is beautiful for again. Micro-faceted gemstones. How long does it take to facet just one of these 2mm plain rounds, or faceted rounds rather? How long? And appreciate that you're getting 6 here, and it's coming your way at a clearance price. Just simply restranding it and wearing it in a bracelet piece like this would just look absolutely beautiful, wouldn't it? Just layered up, kind of like a stacker style bracelet. Or you could really go along sort of your tribal Maasai jewellery inspiration, sort of around sort of collar décolletage pieces. Indian style jewellery looks absolutely amazing, and sort of using these tiny individual gemstones to bead. Now, if you've never done anything like that, look at our bead looming designs. Look at what are the weaves, Sheila, that you use with the micro-faceted gemstones? That I'm thinking of, the ladder weave, that's it, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. So you can really create a wonderful structure, can't you?
You can, yes. Absolutely gorgeous they are. Oh,
micro macrame as well would look fabulous. 41.70 is where we should be. As soon as you see something you love, just be there, because I can guarantee that we are not going to disappoint you on the clearance price. There are a lot of minus figures, shall we say, on our reports. That's a big positive for you. 50 instantaneously in baskets or there or thereabouts. Check out as soon as you can. There's 8 carats on each of these strands. They are all individually faceted. 60, Kim is saying. 60 in baskets now. How many have you got available, Kim? Okay, we started out with 81. Still a big quantity, don't get me wrong. And in theory, arguably, that's not actually a clearance quantity. We're not talking about sort of 10 or 20 here. We're talking about, you know, bordering on 100. Elaine in Surrey, these are gorgeous and would go amazingly with my red hair. Ah, I love that. Yeah, it would. I love red hair. Are you like a Fleur, a flame-haired temptress? We had a message in, Elaine, once when I was with Fleur, and somebody was saying, oh, the flame-haired temptress, that is Fleur. And every time I see her now, she's called that. Love red hair.
It's very, yeah, it gets you noticed, doesn't it?
It does, really distinctive, doesn't it? A really lovely, lovely colour. Yeah, these would look amazing, Elaine. Grab it. I hope you're on the phone lines. I hope you are, because it looked fantastic, especially if you created a décolletage and a bracelet piece to match. Stay where you are on those phone lines. You've done it. I've got to move on, though. Lots to bring you. Lots to bring you. Findings? I used to dye my hair red, Elaine.
Did you?
Yeah. Only, I don't think, well, I couldn't get it right. I was kind of like it wasn't a good red at all, not on me anyway. And it was out of one of those boxes, so I was destined for disaster.
I bet it suited you, though.
Well, it didn't, I suppose it was okay. It just, I should have had it done professionally, shall we just say.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Should have had it done. Look how many we've got of these. 50 grams, there's not a quantity. I mean, I'd be here all day, wouldn't I? I'd be here all day. Shall I just turn this round? Just rotate. 2 lots of 50 grams of bronze copper crimp covers. So I didn't even know we did them in this quantity of pack. You know when you see your crimp covers normally, be on those phone lines, folks. So this is 100 grams approximately that you're getting. Normally when we sell our crimp covers, they're kind of like that, aren't they? You kind of get about that many, don't you? Maybe, so I reckon you've probably got about 4 of those in there on that basis. Probably more than that in actual fact. I've probably been a bit generous and I haven't separated them very well. But I definitely think you've got more than we usually bring you in terms of its quantity. I can't count them. I can't even estimate how many they are. These are absolute clear. How many have we got, Kimbo? 141 available. First come, first serve, because this is going to be a ridiculously low price. The lowest that I can recall that we've brought this quantity of your crimp covers. It is that antique bronze colour as well in your copper. So perfect for your vintage style designs. Great for, you only need 2. You only need 2 to finish off and cover the mechanisms and the findings that you actually get, or your crimps itself. Don't have to. They can be used as an alternative to spacers. Absolutely work for that. I love that rustic colour that you see with our antique bronze copper.
They'd go lovely with the smoky quartz as
They
well.
would go lovely with the
If you put
smoky
some
quartz.
carnelian between the smoky quartz as well,
Yeah,
or citrine, or
amazing.
whatever. It doesn't matter what you put with the smoky
But
quartz.
Sheena, have you seen that quantity
it's-
before?
And I know this might sound silly, but we are, all of us, we do sort of constantly looking in our boxes because we may not have enough. And crimp covers, crimp beads, all of your basic findings you need constantly.
Yeah,
So to get them now at the price that they are, and we don't have much of the
I don't
antique.
know why or where these have been squirreled away to. Perhaps
No.
a secret cupboard, but these haven't been on your screen since 2013.
No, I can imagine, yeah. Because I
Grab 'em
haven't seen
whilst-
them in ages.
Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Coming your way, I can't even guess how many are there. £4.95 for 100 grams.
And that colour will always stay. It won't tarnish, it won't change.
I
it
don't
won't-
think you're going to be buying crimp covers for a very long time.
No.
For a very, not in your antique bronze colour anyway. We had 141 available. I think every single one is going to sell out. If you're watching on the repeats, please do give it a try. It is worth making that, well, having a go basically. But there's lots of people multi-buying, 3s and 4s I'm looking at. Why wouldn't you? This is attention to detail. It's a great way of actually covering multiple angles, not just sort of the covering up your mechanisms and the functions, taking your piece of jewellery from something which is beautiful to something which is exceedingly professional. But also, these are great alternatives to your spacers, which, to my knowledge, do we do the antique bronze copper in your spacers?
I've never seen them.
I don't know. I don't know if we do. I've seen the chocolatey colours, but these aren't quite the same. Joanne in Derbyshire, please stop! These fantastic deals, Lola. Too hard to resist. And my postie will go on strike if I order any more. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just give him a box of Weetabix. You know, you can just go, you'll need that next week. Just pop to the shop, give them some Weetabix. Chantal in Suffolk saying, I made a stretch bracelet and put a crimp cover over the knot to hide it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's another good idea, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, great idea. It's going to go. Whilst you're making those confirmations, I've got to quickly put all of these back in the dish. Gosh. Whose idea was it to get these out?
You're very tidy there, Al.
Well, I try to be. Who was it that was saying to me, our Jenny, very messy? Sorry, Jenny, I just named and shamed you, honey. Very messy. Oh, my goodness. There are 33 of these available. You're getting 3 strands of rhodolite garnet. I mean, this is luxury here. I mean, this, a pearl, and a spinel, absolutely amazing. Look at the quality. Please tell me what you're taking these to, Kim. I'm not going to argue with you, but, and I wouldn't, we don't argue. But I'm just thinking that this, Yep. You're going to buy one and you're going to get 2 free. So those of you that are good mathematicians can work that out. We're going to bring the price in straight away. These are wonderful quality. Rhodolite garnet, which has really got that rich, intense, passionate red. You're getting all 3 for $17.95. Totally and utterly natural, this gorgeous, passionate gemstone. More in baskets than we've actually got in stock, so please make those confirmations. This has to be one of the best deals of the entire weekend, surely, for a gemstone, which, by the way, my former boss had said to me, we can't continue to bring the quality that is coming out of the ground in anything but gold. So just because the quality was is just so exceedingly high, it was forcing our hands to go into gold pieces of jewellery rather than sterling silver. I've got to move on. Well done. $17.95, one of the biggest deals of the day. More Smoky quartz. Who's up for? Who would love Smoky quartz, their carnelian that they've just had? Gosh. 5 strands, micro-faceted rounds, 2mm. Sorry, I'm going as quick as I can. There's just so many strands within this bundle. Crazy deal, Kim's saying. I love it. I always do that accent when I'm talking about Brutus. Brutus speaks like that in my head. Yeah, Brutus. He always says, like, Brutus, you know, when you come in from your bin to me, he's like, hey, where you been? Hey, where you been? You leave me on my own. I do think Brutus, you can imagine him speaking like that, can't you? Hey, where you been? He's got that kind of character. Anyway, I'm sorry, I don't even know where that came from.
No one is texting, have they, for their childhood memories of their favourite TV programme?
No. And does anyone know what dun 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 dun? You've got it, Kimbo. And they used to walk like this. Anyway, right, back to, I don't think we could have covered more random conversations in any one couple of minutes, could we? More in baskets than we've actually got stock. Let's bring that clearance deal in, shall we? $9.95. That's $1.99 per strand of beautiful, rich, espresso toned, so fabulously high end. I mean, this to me is like looking like at a cognac diamond. A cognac diamond aspires to be similar to, have the brilliance and the clarity of Smoky quartz. You got it, jewellery makers, yeah. Get away. I don't know the words. Down a frag, a rock. Sheila's just like...
I remember the name.
And the doozers, I really like the doozers. They were the little people.
I missed a lot, didn't I, really? I must have been too busy.
I've got a Frag a Rock DVD. I'll lend it to you, Sheila.
I did have a tea shop then.
Do you want to borrow my Frag a Rock DVD?
Go on, then.
I don't give that away to many people, mind.
No. Is it in your collectible stock? You know, is it one of your collectibles?
No, Fraggle Rock I don't think is quite collectible status yet.
Is it not?
No,
oh, right, okay.
But it is iconic. If you love the Muppets, you'll love Fraggles.
Oh, yeah.
You love the Fraggles.
I do know the Muppets, yeah.
Moving on. Back to your findings. Kimbo. Oh, look at all these. I feel like I should be... Oh, look. Look at how many findings they are. Your gorgeous studs with that rose gold blush, and your butterfly backs, with the jump ring, which means, look at that, isn't that lovely? With the jump ring at the bottom, so you can easily, if I hold it like so, suspend head pins or gemstones from to create your design, or simply nip it off, whichever you prefer. 3 of which you're getting 3 of your packs, usually coming your way at £14.95 for a pack of 50. You're getting 150 at nowhere near that price. £14.95 usually for 1. Okay. Doesn't make any sense, does it? $14.95 for one usually, 3 for $9.95. It's like quantum physics. I'll never get my head around it, to be honest. You know, well, I'm not even going to try with quantum physics, same as I'm not going to try with these clearance deals. That's incredible. That's 6p per pair, 3p each. Wow. $9.95 is less than what you would pay for one pack, and you've got 3 packs here. We started out with 60. I've got 50 in baskets. 20 have gone straight away, 30 have gone now. It is very, very, very busy this clearance weekend. Do stay where you are, and I'll keep everything crossed for you. So you do need to have that, you know, that competitive streak to make sure that you are guaranteeing success. I've got big quantities, or I've got decent quantities, I should say, on many opportunities. So don't think that instantaneously you're going to miss out, because you may well not. You just need to be there. You need to be there, and you need to be checking out over and over and over. Okay, moving on to moving on. Okay. Oh, lovely hexagons here. Going back to our Rubilite colours, one of the rarest colours of your gemstones. The tourmaline family comes with very rare colours, well, multiple colours firstly, but you have olive greens, yellows, pinks, indicolite colours, which is like a steely blue. But this raspberry colour, very similar to a Rubilite gemstone, is always very, very sought after. Okay. Here, for those of you that have just tuned in and don't know what's going on right now, Jewellery Maker are holding one of the biggest clearance events in preparation for the spring and summer months. I've just heard my producer mumble some figures, and I just kind of went, oh, wow. Every bone in, every ounce of training that Kim has had, and you've been around for, what, 5 years? 6 years. She said, I'm going against all of it, because it's not about profits, most definitely. This is all about a functional, clear that vault so we can get that new stock and do these wonderful spring summer launches for you. £31.80 is where we should be on a quadruple opportunity of 150 carats. Now our graphics say maroon, but I think this is more that raspberry intense, zesty red stroke pink. Ooh. 4 strands, and they're hexagons as well. We were talking about these as maybe in a ladder weave, Sheila.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
They're a lovely shape, aren't they?
They are.
Perfect. I'm thinking those of you that do your prong settings or something like that, or do your gemstone settings, because you've got that lovely shape which could easily replicate a girdle. Imagine these just elevated in maybe a 6-prong ring.
I just think the colour is quite mesmerising, isn't it?
Well, you would invest at least, well, for a quality Rubilite gemstone of this size, it would probably be in your, well, definitely in your 4 figures, in your 5 figures even of this size, for a Rubilite. I don't know about you, I haven't got 5 figures which I can invest in any one solitaire right now. Never say never, I always say that. Never ever say never, but this is a great alternative and a way of enjoying that beautiful colour. So busy. If there are queues on the phone lines, it's a free phone telephone number, just the 1 postage and packaging throughout the entirety of the day for those of you that are new to Jewellery Maker here, irrespective of whether you buy 1 or whether you buy 100 clearance items, or any items for that matter. Do stay where you are on those phone lines, and if you're new to Jewellery Maker and want to get involved, then there's loads of techniques and tutorials with us as well via DVDs and also on our website. Moving on, more findings. Okay, these are way more limited. Is it even worth me tipping these out? Amelia's like, no.
In the background there.
No. I could hear it then. Amelia? Yeah. I'm tipping.
She's going. Oh, gosh. Oh. Not too bad. You're okay. Not too bad.
But I always clean up. It's okay. I always clean up. Amelia groaned then, obviously not in agreement, eh? Oh, I thought it was quite tidy. Okay.
Actually, it is very, very tidy, Amelia.
There we go. Look at this. A kitten in a litter tray is tidier than Jenny, Amelia says.
Oh, bless.
A bull in a china shop is tidier than Jenny. Absolutely. By the way, can I just say, Jenny Cleary, if you're watching this, it's not just me coming out with these descriptions, it is the general crew. So, to be fair, I have to share the same dressing room as you, my lovely. I totally concur. Anyway, you go in like, hang on a minute, just stepping over the horse boots and everything. Oh, she's ace, isn't she? She's funny. Wouldn't change her. Wouldn't change it for the world. So you are getting 3 packs here of your gold-plated copper findings. They're a lovely elongation, but the luxury is being added by these. Have you spotted where it is? Have you spotted where that luxury in these findings are? It's that catch. The added security in that catch. Can you see? Which just loops in. Which means that you can put, if you want, you can invest a lot more gem carat weights in there. It's a lot more secure.
And if you wanted to, you could make a loop of the other end, a basic loop at the other end, and make it into maybe sort of jump ring about 4 or 5 together.
Yeah.
And have like a centerpiece on a necklace. You could, if you wanted to.
$8.95 for your high-end shepherd hooks, but these are the ones, like I said, with the catch, the added security. These are very limited though. I haven't got enough of these available. I'm going to need to be quick because we've got a lot to get through. Kim's like, Elle,
move on.
When Kim wants me to do something, I know her tone. We've got 5 more to bring in how long? Oh, we can do that. 5 more in 10 minutes. Okay, pyrite. Gorgeous. Oh, statement. Gorgeous statements, individual gemstones. It's all about that in antique colour. Love the shape. Never seen this shape previously before. They're not just your rice beads, are they? They're quite, they're kind of like rugby balls.
They are a bit,
I'm sure there is a much more beautiful way of describing these than a rugby ball.
They're like a large rice bead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a Chinese lantern.
Yes.
Yes, good. That's a good description there.
Yeah.
Good description. And you've got that lovely sort of Chinese colour, I suppose, the lustre coming through. Yeah, that beats Sheila and I here in the studio, I think, with the rice beads and the rugby balls. Yeah, Chinese lanterns. But individual.
Kim.
Yeah, individual sizes, 14 by 11 millimetres, and you're getting 3 strands, all of which are 470 carats. So 4-figure carat weight opportunity. It's a beautifully dense gemstone as well. If you really enjoy feeling the weight of gemstone, then pyrite is right up your street. First come, first serve, $6.95. It's usually $7.95 for just one. We're bringing you all 3 for $6.95 today. When we say clearance, we absolutely mean it. Even if you've got pyrite within your collection already. Okay, moving on, because I've got to bring 4 more. 4 more strands. Okay. Our graphics need to pick up the ante as well, don't they? Okay, how many have we got of these, Kim? 39. Which 39, which lucky 39 are about to get these? Because this was a bundle that we all... 4 strands of spessartite garnet, one of the rarest of your garnets, by the way. The African Secret, I don't know where this is actually, yeah, do you know this might actually be your Serengeti garnet? I don't know for certain, but it's a good estimation when you see the quality of the colour. 39 of these available. Now, look, if you've got the lure book, one second. What gemstone has my previous boss, Steve Bennett, actually chosen to put on the feature on the front cover? It is a spessartite garnet. That's what you're looking at right here. That's what you're about to own now in, incredibly, in a clearance. 4 strands. We're going to have to bring that price straight in. $35.80 is where we should be. That's incredible for one of the rarest colours of garnet. It's not just your reds with garnet. Do you know, I could actually have a countdown clock on in the back because I already know that I can hear it selling out. More in baskets than we've actually got stock. Double the quantity actually of people on the phone lines and on the web than we actually have available. So first come, first serve. It is like countdown. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Gone. Yeah, thought so. Ba-doop, 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 boop. I love a bit of countdown. I'm better at, do you know, I'm rubbish at maths, but I actually tend to get close to the maths ones, more so than words. I only come up with short words. I surprise myself sometimes with the maths ones. Now, bicones, gorgeous black rutile. Look at these. I've not seen this shape in this gemstone previously before, and it really works. Maybe you got, and there was only 1 strand yesterday, if I recall, black rutile, which was in the squares. These would be fantastic with that, wouldn't they? $27.80 is where we should be. You're getting 4 strands in total. Like we've been talking about geometric designs, very 1920s this. Very, very, very 1920s, you know, for sort of, They loved, really embraced curves and angles and geometry. They really embraced sort of quite loud fashions, feathers, textures, gemstones, obviously. It was a positive era, positive time. So this is something I can really imagine, even sort of intermittently, but with your pearls on a sort of 32-inch neckline piece.
Yes, and a nice long lariat.
And what do they call it? The flapper dresses?
Yes, yes.
That'd be fab. Have to bring that price in again. We're running out of time and I've got lots to bring you. Hopefully we've got the general gist now. Hopefully you know that we're not going to surprise you. It's all about the incredible deals. We've got more in baskets than we've actually got available for you. The fact they are bicones and also a very complex gemstone. Certainly a conversation starter. Every single one will be as unique as you and I. It's the monochrome, so perfect. Very Coco Chanel, absolutely. Timeless and classic. Almost all gone. I want to see some sort of 1920s style designs. Move on, because again I've got a couple more to squeeze in. And we've got some text messages as well which we want to share, so stop time permitting, obviously. We will get to them eventually. So you know those lovely Chinese lanterns that you just saw? These would be amazing with those. 4 strands. Wow. But they're twisted as well. Love this shape. So luxurious. Just restrand these. That's what I would do. There's 4 necklaces there in my eyes, just like they are. We don't need to overcomplicate. It can be about the beauty of the gemstones and the beauty of the faceting. Should be £33.80. 280 carats on each of these. Would you do the same? I just literally restrand it. I don't think it needs to be over complex. And it kind of looks like someone sneezing in the background. To me, it looks like that rustic gold, isn't it? Beautiful. Fool's gold, as it is obviously referred to. Straight away, loads of you getting involved. Over 1,000 carats of this beautifully dense, and you can feel the density of this wonderful gemstone. One of the most lustrous of your genuine gems. $9.95. It's madness here in the studio. Honestly, we were like, was that a sneeze actually, or was that what some were going, wah? Probably at the prices, to be honest. Probably. No. Is it Aunt Maggie? Is it the big bosses just realising what we're doing to all of our, in terms of the deals for our genuine gemstones? Like this. No, it's all right. They know. It's okay. They know. We're just kidding. One more bundle to bring you this hour. Do stay where you are on those phone lines. Again, you have been successful. One of my favourite gemstones, and I didn't actually. I hadn't seen this gem in months upon months upon months upon months. It was really relevant in the Victorian era, and it actually has pyrite inclusions within this gemstone, but these are perfect rounds and they're top drilled so you can suspend them. I always think about little planets and things like that. You can imagine them sort of floating around almost. It is of course your marcasite, and 1, 2, 5 strands of your marcasite, but top drilled so you can suspend these. Great in a pair of earrings or something like that, or just one as a pendant. Marcasite has got a beautiful colour, or not as the case might be. In this case, it's a lovely, almost bordering on green onyx. And then the pyrite inclusion, similar to your lapis lazuli across the surface. They are like little individual globes, aren't they? It does remind me of the planets.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah. They're fab, aren't they? Again, just wire wrap, because you've got something to anchor on. Just wire wrap from the bottom and just a perfect solitaire, because they're 10mm rounds. I mean, they'd look amazing, sort of elevated off the hand. Should be £34.75. Let's bring that clearance deal in for you. It's under £10 again for 5 strands of genuine gemstones. For marcasite, that before I returned back here to Jewellery Maker, I'd not seen in months.
It used to be really, really popular, didn't it?
Yeah.
In the 50s.
I mean, yeah, and Victorian times as well.
Times, yeah.
If you watch sort of Antiques Roadshow or any of those antiques programs and you love the jewellery in particular, you'll see marcasite quite a lot in there. They used it as alternatives to diamonds because of the wonderful lustre.
Yes. My mum had quite a lot.
Quite a lot of marcasite. Yeah, it does tend to be heirloom jewellery.
It is, yes.
So beautiful and very distinctive as well. Stay where you are on those phone lines. We've got a couple of text messages. Joanne in Norfolk, good morning. Ooh. Not often I get to relax like this, cup of tea and JM, no housework, no making jewellery, nothing but me, you and clearance.
Oh, that's
I love that, Joanna. Oh. I love that.
And you're sitting there thinking, please don't anybody knock the door.
Yeah, don't burst Joanna's bubble, nobody.
No.
Donna in West Sussex, morning all. Mwah, morning, my lovely. We loved Hector's house and
Hector's house,
Twizzle.
Yes.
Lots of lovable characters making you smile a lot, like JM really are. Now, I can't remember Hector House or Twizzle.
Oh, I do. I remember Hector
You remember
House,
those?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, I need to research that one. And in Sussex...
and the clangers. Does anybody
the
remember the
clangers? Anne in Sussex is saying, best kids' TV for me was Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse,
yes.
yeah.
Crikey, Danger Mouse. What crazy savings on JM today. Love it. Yes. And it was Penfold. One of my friends growing up in school actually had a dad who looked exactly like Penfold. We used to call him that as well. Deb, hello my lovely. My 2 favourite kids programmes were Fun House and Biker Grove.
Oh yes.
Biker Grove.
Deck.
Yeah, amazing, Deb. Yeah, I know what you mean. Biker, how did it go? Biker Grove. Yeah. Love it, love it. My dad's a Geordie, actually, so I should be able to do a Geordie accent. Anyway, we've got so much more to bring you. We've got your next designer inspiration with the wonderful Sheila. We've got Tanzanite coming up in a star buy, so much to bring you. Don't go anywhere. Honestly, the fun house, it's right here.
This is a Jewellery Maker announcement. Join us for our Vintage Fair weekend. We'll have all of your favourite guest designers creating bespoke jewellery and giving you lots of inspiration to get that vintage style from a bygone era, with classes on vintage combs, 1920s layered pearls and Art Nouveau brooches. You'll be glad you stopped by. The Vintage Fair weekend starts Friday the 19th of February. Now, off for a cuppa. 2 sugars.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, But being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Tanzanite is truly spectacular. This precious gemstone is only found in one location in the world, Tanzania, Africa. Claimed to be 1,000 times rarer than diamonds, Tanzanite is the blue variety of zoisite. Tanzanite is extremely popular due to its trichroic nature, which means that 3 different colours can be seen when looking at the gem from different angles. In Tanzanite's case, these colours are blue, pinkish violet and yellow.
Welcome back, everybody. How are you? Good, very good Saturday morning. I tell you what a Saturday morning it is. I hope you are joining us with a cup of tea in hand, feet up. You know, not planning on doing anything which is too strenuous or stressful. Just enjoy the weekend, shall we? Enjoy the clearance. We've been talking about our favourite programs, etc. Do you know what's one of your favourite gemstones? For a second, I bet. Well, in fact, we know when we did the actual vote at the beginning of this year that your favourite gem was voted as Tanzanite. And I don't think it could be more apt or appropriate or suitable for 2016. When we look at the past couple of years, in particular, the significance of this gemstone has massively erupted. I mean, it's always been huge since it was launched by Tiffany's & Co. back in the 1960s. But just lately, due to the scarcity and things that we all know about, the price has absolutely soared. Now, I'm often asked, well, how come Jewellery Maker can still bring Tanzanite at such affordable prices? It's a really good question, and to me, for those that would be a little bit more skeptical, maybe, I totally understand that question because it's quite logical to me. You know, it's like, well, you're telling me one thing, but you're doing another. And I get that. And I had a conversation actually with one of our bosses the other day. You know, the battle is, and the difficulty for us as your host is to say, well, this is something which is exceedingly rare, exceedingly beautiful, exceedingly valuable, but yet we do this. So they conflict, don't they? So we're making a struggle for ourselves. Now, whilst you're all making your confirmations, I just want to, and do bear with me on it, there's a reason why I'm talking about it in particular. I want to talk about something completely different in terms of a genuine gemstone. I'm going to assume right now that everybody that is watching has heard of Tanzanite, that knows the quality of the colour to look for. It's the more intense, basically. Knows carat weight is absolutely key. Knows also that we don't bring you the rounds very often. But I'll come back to that. I want to talk about, whilst you're making those confirmations, something completely separate. We made an error with a gemstone launch some years ago, and I'm going to share with you. I'm going to be completely upfront and brutally honest. I'm not talking about Jewellery Maker. We never got to bring it to you here. But part of the TGC family, and if Steve Bennett was sat here in the studios, he would be. It was from his mouth. He was one that actually told me. So he said we made a massive error with our Burmese ruby. He bought this wonderful parcel, and it's some of the finest ruby that I've ever seen and ever had the opportunity of selling. And he said, the problem is, he said, we negotiated such a good price and we passed on those savings to our customers that it almost became too good to be true. So we made a massive error, and we were like, gosh, well, on one hand, we want to give you the amazing deals, but we couldn't, for some reason, I don't know where, it got lost along the sort of translation or communication, but people must have thought, well, this is too good to be true to be at this kind of price point. You know what? I know I'm talking about ruby, but the reason for that is because tanzanite is often that same dilemma. Please, please, please don't be misunderstood. Please don't think that this is a too good to be true opportunity, because the only reason that we can bring you, or the reasons we can bring you tanzanite currently, is because we are still we still have stock levels from purchases which might have been negotiated some 5 years ago. Might have been. We've got 8mm rounds on our own website. I'm going to do a direct comparison for you at what, sorry? $99.95 today. For the lucky few that make those confirmations, you're about to see one of the biggest weekend deals. Look at that intensity of colour. Again, let's get back to your tanzanite. What is it that drives the value of this gorgeous gemstone? Vanadium. Vanadium is the chemical which is present within this gem that determines the quality of the colour. Now, it goes from non-graded, which can be quite white, some pale, wishy-washy. It can go right the way up to your quad A blues, which tends to be, you know, your 4- or 5-figure price tags. Liz in Kent, what are you doing, Kim? Love this price. Beautiful gemstones. Now, Kim, you know more than me right now. I don't even know what this is going to. Oh, wait, seriously? You know what, Kim? You don't know more than me, because that's not your price. This is what you can see, Kim and everybody else on the web. But how many have we got of these? 125, 60 have gone already. 19.95. Go back to our initial conversation where we were saying we made a mistake with our Burmese ruby. Going back, I don't know if it's changed, but Steve actually said, you know what, I'm not going to sell it again, because it was our fault. We'd sold it too affordably, basically. So people were thinking, too good to be true. Literally can't be everything that you're saying. And I understand it, because there will always be sort of pessimists amongst us that kind of question all of that. And it's right to, I suppose. It's understandable that you would do that. The reason why I'm talking about your Burmese ruby is because many believe the same with our tanzanite. This is too good to be true. This is a too good an opportunity. You simply can't be selling the real deal. The real deal. This has got to be synthetic. Absolutely not. It is the real deal. Sold out. Well done. Well done. Congratulations to each and every single one of you. And by the way, can I just say, a lot of collectors have already might have missed out on that, because it's flown. Sorry, what did you say, Kim? Oh, these would be amazing with the tanzanite. I'm gonna have a look. Who was it? I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. I get so many messages. Who was asking about pearls and Keshi pearls and Beewa pearls, saying, we want more of these? I can't remember who it was. It was quite funny. It did make me chuckle, actually, because it was quite sarcastically worded. It did make me chuckle a little bit. Hey, listen. I've got it for you, honey. And guess what? It's in clearance. Guess what? These are top drilled Beewa pearls, big, sizable Beewa pearls with all of their lovely texture, all of the curves and angles and crevices and indentations. Can I just restrand this? Could it be any more perfect? I don't think so. Just one of those. Just one tanzanite in amongst the pearls. How amazing is this? Straight away web bidders are there. They're 14 by 9 millimeters, right the way up to 19 by 15 millimeters. Some of the biggest Beewa pearls. Now, I actually spoke to Hannah Oxbury the other day just to make some confirmations because I don't want anyone to be confused. And I was like, what is the regenerated that I've seen a couple of times in our graphics? Ignore it. It's basically, I think, a miscommunication across the actual countries. You can't get I don't want you to think these are reconstituted pearls because they're absolutely not. That would be really like a shell pearl. These are cultured pearls, but it's the shape basically which is formed. It's just a questionable word. Ignore it. Beewa pearls are Beewa pearls, and they are of course natural and organic gemstones. They might have been dyed, and I'm just looking to see if these been dyed. I can't see on my graphics, but they're not ground down or anything like that. These have been formed within the mollusk. So can we put a note on the system about this? Because I did speak to our lovely Hannah Roxbury about these. What's that? I was asked about the regenerated the other day. You don't regenerate pearls, basically, so that's an error on our graphics. But as you can imagine, in the clearance, we've approved lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of bundles right now, so it's human error. We'll put our hands up and say, yeah, our bad, our bad. Clearance deal for you. You know what you're buying, jewellery makers. You are reputable, knowledgeable gemstone buyers. You can see these are genuine pearls. You can see that they have been formed within the mollusk. You can actually see the gorgeous pearlescence. Beewa pearls of 2016 are huge because we're really embracing the organic shapes. All over the world getting involved. Hello to you, Alaska. Hello to you, Glamorgan, Berkshire, Gloucestershire, Somerset. Hello to you, Aisha. Hello to you, Helen, Isabel, Elizabeth, Helen and Leicestershire. They're gonna go. They should be 29.95 today. Massive price reduction. Oh, even our graphics didn't want to do it. 19.95 for you. I mean, these are some of the biggest Beewa pearls, massively over subscribed. So please do check out. Gosh, how many are in baskets there, Kim? 45 currently. We only had 32 to start off with. Look at that. They're gorgeous, aren't they? The amount of times that I'm asked for Beewa, Akeshi, those kind of pearls, and unfortunately the world is desperately seeking them at the moment because they are bang on trend. Therefore it makes this more obviously the scarcity is there, the rarity is there, the desirability is there, which means we're obviously going to be able to get less and less and less and less. Well done to those of you that have been successful. Barbara, Sylvia, Maureen, Linda, Devon, well done to you, County Durham, Christine and Julie. You've done it. £10 back in your pocket. £10 to treat yourself on more clearance if you want to, or take yourself out for a spot of lunch, either or. All gone. Well done. Shall I bring you some champagne pearls? Oh my goodness, I didn't see these, Kim. These I've never seen. These are even more limited edition. I've never seen that colour before. Have you, Sheila?
I haven't, no.
Aren't they amazing? I'm just thinking about, you
know,
in that. It's a really soft gold.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's a perfect description of that.
You know,
it is. You can actually, you know, I've seen the ivory and the, you know, and the cream, but nothing with that. From where I'm standing, you can see some gorgeous, gorgeous hues.
Right, these are limited edition, aren't they gorgeous?
They
Look
are
at the pinks
stunning.
that are coming across. Do you know, I just think about straight away, and hopefully you're dialing right now and you're checking out already, because we're not about to throw a curveball at you in terms of whacking up the price points. It's all about the clearance. I'm just thinking about right now, imagine a bride that's not wearing white or cream, that's got that beautiful golden...
That's just going through my mind, yeah.
This would be amazing.
Perfect.
Got to bring the price in. Should be £24.95. Less than 50 of these are available. Oh my goodness. Every penny, every pound. This would be perfect for your bridal jewellery, wouldn't it? £17.95. You know also what's the fashion when you have all those loose tousled hair and then you've got some flowers, you know, in a beautiful sort of French braid which starts maybe from one side of the head all the way across.
Fairy tale, isn't it?
It is quite like Rapunzel, isn't it, I suppose. Well done.
Yes.
Well done. Nimbus all gone. Is it the iolite? Where is it? Where is it? I eyed this strand up earlier on, Kimbo, didn't I? I homed in on this strand earlier on. If you got that tanzanite, you need this. Kim, did I hear you say you've got quantity of these? 72. Iolite, it's a very distinctive blue. Totally and utterly natural. So if you love your tanzanites, if you love your sapphires, if you love your kyanites, iolite rather is more of a denim blue, I suppose, the best way of describing it. And these have got amazing clarity. I homed in on this strand straight away this morning in preparation to the show, just because it's a shape and a cut that I've not seen, and the fact that you have got amazing clarity with every single one of these irregular wheels. I just restrand this like so, maybe even separate some of them, just put a couple of spacer beads, your sterling silver spacer beads in between to show off the pleochroism, the high pleochroism that comes from your iolite as a gemstone. An ever so slight graduation, and it is slight, so you haven't got any which are teeny tiny. The smallest is 3 by 2 millimeters, and to me that's a size which warrants a pendant on its own, suspended on sterling silver. But the quality and the consistency of colour, not enhanced, one of the very few genuine blue gemstones that have not actually needed any encouragement to look as beautiful as they do. We've got 72 of these available. That's it. If you missed out on the tanzanite, even if you didn't, to be honest, if you love your blue gemstones, get involved, because they should be $9.95, and we're not even stopping there. Kim did give me a little bit of a heads up. She said, "Elle, they're going to be super affordable." I was like, really? For iolite of this abundance, this quality, this consistency of colour? 72, again, we could put the countdown clock in, couldn't we, really? I think it's only a matter of time before these do sell out. The uniqueness of the shape, the fact that they lend themselves to simplistic designs to really show off the quality of the pleochroism. Iolite is steeped in history. I know you've heard before, regulars at Jewellery Maker, about the fact that this gemstone was used to navigate by Vikings around the world. Fabulous, really, when you put your faith in the lap of a gemstone, really. You know, because the sea is a very dangerous place. This gemstone used, because of its high demonstrations of colour from the pleochroism that comes from how the crystals form within. So you might see flashes of pinks, you might see flashes of secondary blues or burgundies even. They used to be able to navigate around the world. Fabulous. Well done to every single one of you. $7.95 is your clearance deal. $9.95 was already absolutely incredible, but 72, not nearly enough. Not nearly enough, because, and the reason why I'm saying that, because I know that you're all asking the same question as we do, is what's the next big blue once tanzanite is actually depleted or no longer being unearthed? What's the next big blue? I always say iolite. I always say iolite, just because it's a unique colour, like tanzanite is as well. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Okay, one of your favourite gemstones. This is so beautiful. Russian tsars had their palaces lined with this beautiful gemstone. In fact, many of the royals actually chose malachite in pieces of jewellery, in architecture, in structures. Just amazing. Totally and utterly natural. Malachite is an opaque gemstone, which is a vision of green. You'll have rivers, waves of banding which go across the gemstone, forming stunning patterns and different shades and tones of, from your onyx green to your perfect emerald to your chrome diopside. I'm nervous right now because Kim has just said, Elle, I think this is a mistake. On our own website, we've got 8mm rounds, which is an incredible deal of malachite, which is what, $34.95. That is really low for 8mm rounds. These have got to be a big mistake, as in the price. All right. Comes from the powers that be. First come, first serve.
It's so regal, isn't it?
Amazing. There's 130 of these in stock. Look at my voice. You can hear my voice. the beauty, I mean, real admiration of these, of the quality of the malachite. There's no big black marks. You've got that intensity, that vivacity of green. Be on those phone lines, because I'm just saying it as it is, because I know that we're all singing off the same hymn sheet. Ultimately, we know that you do have to have that. That sense of urgency when it comes to clearance events like this. If you love your malachite, and this is the only malachite strand that I've got available today, and I'm certain it's going to be the only malachite that you see at this price point. Now, it should be incredibly $24.95. Okay. Human error does happen here at Jewellery Maker. We have got beautiful gemstones coming in on a regular basis. If you think how many gemstones we cover in a day, 70 are in baskets straight away. Obviously, things do happen by mistake. I'm going to put it out there, and listen, it happens. I reckon it was checked in at the wrong price. I don't think it should have even been $24.95. 6mm plain rounds, $21.95 for one of the most valued green gemstone, historical green gemstones. Today, you're at $21.95 though. Grab it as soon as you possibly can. Gosh, it's busy. It's super, super, super busy. Time is flying by as well. Now, 8mm rounds, $34.95. That's an incredible deal. I'm going to inquire for you, and if anybody wants to know, give me a few days and I'll inquire as well. Have we negotiated one of the best deals that I've ever seen of malachite? Maybe we've managed to get hold of a parcel of malachite, which is one of the best ever deals. I'm used to seeing this gemstone at very considered price points. It usually surpasses some of the big, more well-known gemstones in sort of prices per carat. Loads of you on those phone lines. About 50 remaining, but again, tons of you with it in your basket. Please don't hesitate. If you've got your heart set on owning this beautiful gemstone, this is, and I'll double check, Kim, this is the only malachite, yeah, that I've got in this in the morning show. Yeah, no, of course not. Of course, I don't even know if I highly doubt they've got it in the afternoon and the evening show. I highly doubt. So it could potentially be now or never. I think $24.95 was a mistake. Well done to those of you that got that. Moving on to they have to go up to the neckline. Perfect pearls. Do you know what? I think of these straight away just because they are so beautifully feminine, and I'm seeing my niece at Easter along with the rest of my family, and I'd love to just re-knot these for my little niece because they're a beautiful size. She's only 10, but really appreciates her gorgeous gemstones.
And the colour, it's so feminine, isn't it?
I think these
would
be lovely.
It isn't a peach. It's almost like a pale pinky.
We've called it
goldy
apricot
colour, isn't it? Yeah.
It is an apricot colour.
Yeah.
It's very soft, and I love the size, 7 by 6mm. So maybe you've got the big, double millimetre gauge pearls, but you want something that you can wear by day. These would be fabulous by day, wouldn't they? I'm just thinking my niece would love these. Restrand them like so. She knows about genuine gemstones. She knows to value genuine gemstones and their rarity. This is something I think which would look great on like maybe a little flower girl.
Yes, it would. And I think as adults, you just put a string of pearls on and it just changes your outfit.
It really does.
It sort of adds the sophistication, doesn't it?
Really does. Love these.
Yeah.
Clearance. Incredibly, we're bringing you quality pearls with a lovely consistency of shape. I know our graphics say potato. I hate that description of pearls. I just think it...
And I do.
A potato's not pretty and beautiful and feminine, but a pearl most definitely is. It's referring to the fact that these are a little bit more... hey, don't get me wrong, I love a potato. I love a spud, but I love a pearl more. These are more of an oval shape, more of an organic shape rather than perfect plain rounds. It's a 1mm difference, basically. At your clearance deals, now these have been dyed, not a problem. If you see colours like this, that's 99.9% of the time that's happened, and that's absolutely fine. It doesn't devalue the gemstone in any way, shape or form. Should be coming your way at $9.95. $9.95. I could give my niece an Easter egg, and I probably will, but this is something that she could keep forever. This is heirloom jewellery. Imagine that. Easter's coming up. It's not too far away, next month. And a perfect Easter colour as well, isn't it? $7.95, and all you'd need is a simple clasp, and you've got a very beautiful high-end piece of jewellery. Well done to every single one of you. Stay where you are. It's quite fast and pacey. I know this hour we've got the kit, the designer inspiration coming your way, your boutique collection with the lovely Sheila, but I want to bring you as many deals as I possibly can. Next to that, let's bring you peacock pearls. Okay, you know when you see peacock pearls and they're that lovely bluish colour, which makes them the peacock colour description. But these are that Tahitian colour, but they've got a real prominence of pinks. I'm loving this. Okay, right, hang on a minute. We are going straight down to your clearance price because, I mean, it is absolutely ludicrous. Look at the prominence of pinks with these peacock pearls. Jacqueline, Jan, Teresa, Angie, straight in there. Well done. Can these lovely ladies see the price on the web? Angela, Sarah, Suffolk, well done, Christine, Angie, Karen. You can see it, Jennifer, Linda, Teresa. I can't keep up now. You can see the price, can't you? We've gone straight down to the clearance price. Over half the stock was in baskets instantaneously. We're going to be over allocated, so first come, first serve. Do check out as soon as you possibly can. A real prominence of the pinks, which I absolutely love. Yeah, you've got that definite sort of peacock Tahitian colour, but really beautiful blush coming through. Elizabeth has bought 3, Angela's bought 2, well done. Durham's bought 2, Berkshire's bought 2, Gillian's bought 2. I can't keep up with the names. It's hugely popular. They're one of the biggest, well, it's going to be one of the biggest deals of peacock pearls that we've ever brought you. Pretty much all gone. Stay where you are. See we are on those phone lines. Okay. Now, we've got pieces of jewellery made by our gorgeous Sue. Oh, she's made, are they cufflinks? Yeah, she's made cufflinks as well. Obviously this isn't, this is a necklace. I'll show you the pieces of jewellery that our Sue's made. Oh, I love these. So there's the cufflinks. Some lovely macrame in a bracelet there. And a simple stretchy bracelet here. Gorgeous. With your wonderful pyrite. Straight on and gone. Going to go straight down to our clearance price. They're a lovely shape, a rondelle shape, which is perfect for cufflinks, isn't it? Look how much jewellery that our Sue has got out of one strand. One strand. Simply separating the pyrite rondelles on this neckline piece with a couple of your spacers. And in actual fact, they're crimps. They're not spacers, they're crimp covers. I'm just looking. They look like they are. Then you've actually got the cufflinks here. Tons in baskets. We're going straight down. Got a massive quantity though. Keep dialing through. Keep dialing through. Even if you just tuned in, you're like, oh, okay, I'll dial now. Wow, wow, wow. $4.95 only for 500 carats. This gorgeous natural gemstone. It's fabulous, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous. Well done. I mean, what would you charge for a pair of cufflinks like this? And I'd wear these as well. I'd wear these cufflinks because, you know, ladies do wear cufflinks.
Yeah, you do, in a lovely white shirt. It looks gorgeous.
Can you imagine these as buttons?
Yeah.
They'd be fab as buttons, wouldn't they?
And what a way to add, sort of, especially if you're into knitting and you knit a cardigan or you knit something where you want to trim it.
What a way! What a way of really taking.
And this is another thing with gemstones. Really, you know, it's adding gemstones to lots of other things other than jewellery too. Yeah,
embellishments. Isn't it? Absolutely.
Yeah,
handbags, and at these prices, we can afford to do it, can't we? Cushions.
There's some ribbon work.
Cushions. It goes back to, was it Susan that messaged in saying we can have adorned lampshades?
Yes. Yeah.
And I went, yeah, knickers.
Tie backs for curtains.
Tie backs for curtains.
That years ago, yeah.
Oh, light pulls. Maybe you could make a really big. Oh, this would be amazing. What about a really big beady bead
on a pull?
Jinx. Great minds. Mine's not a great mind, but yours is.
Mine's diminishing daily, I think.
Mine never was a great mind. Yeah, I think this would be a beautiful beady bead and then a big tassel at the bottom for a pull cord in a boudoir. Wow, wow, wow. Moving on. Now it's time for your kit.
Oh, here we go.
We are ready. But don't you worry, Sheila. You
No,
Calm your beans for a minute.
Think.
Where did that expression come from, by the way?
What's that?
Calm your beans. Anyway. Wow. Tourmaline, fire opal, amber, pearls, where do we start? Where do we start? Amber, I can hear you screaming at the television screen right now. Show me the amber, Elle. Absolutely. Now, I learned something the other day about this gorgeous gemstone, and it was that the richer the colour of your amber, more than likely the older it is. Because as amber is actually mined or unearthed, depending on which way you want to look at it, as oxygen influences the gemstone, it becomes a lot darker, more of like a strawberry colour, more of a cognac colour. So that if you see amber which is a little bit more yellow, it's slightly younger. Listen, I'm not saying either or is more desirable or more valuable than the other, but just something I learned the other day. So you've got that really intense cognac colour of your amber here in these wonderful, faceted by nature, gorgeous nuggets. It's a long strand as well. Let me just see if I've got the length of the strand. No, I haven't, but they go right the way up to 8 by 4 millimeters. I'll give it a quick measure for you, just as I've referred to it now. There's a lot of amber here, and again, just restrand it like so. 41 centimeters approximately. So that's a lot of amber which you can just adorn onto a simple monofilament or something like that. But then, look at this. For amazing fire opal. Fire opal, which is some of the biggest that I've ever seen. We're really struggling to get hold of fire opal currently. It's not the colour which determines the value. It's actually the transparency rather. So if you can see beautiful diaphanity and transparency like this, is exceedingly rare and the more valuable. Really exciting. This kit's already dressed in style. We are already, just if we just adorn these two. But I want to bring in the rainbow gemstone that I've referred to already today. That is your tourmaline, totally and utterly natural. Incredible. This is a type 3 gemstone similar to your emeralds, which is expected to have inclusions. It's accepted to have inclusions. You've got gorgeous clarity here, and I was referring to those sort of rubilite tones. Again, you've got those rubilite tones in this strand, along with some of your olive greens, which if you do your research, can command some of the highest price points. Still not done though. How about we bring you a flash of golden sunshine with your glorious shell pearl. They're a lovely size as well, a very unique size. These are 4 millimeter rounds and really enhance the colours. I want to put these by over here actually. Can I do that? I just think they work like that in that graduation. But I'm still not done. I'm still not done. Coffee and white shell carved leaves. They're carved on both sides, front and back. Oops. Beautiful pearlescence across the surfaces of the shells themselves. So you do have that kind of mother of pearl flash of a spectrum. Such a wonderful combination of your beautiful gemstones. Natural fire opal, natural tourmaline, beautiful carved shell, natural cognac amber, beautiful shell, yellow shell plain rounds, which are obviously reconstituted. What a combination of colours, which really works. But we're still not done. There's much more to bring you within this boutique bundle that Sheila has designed for you. Before we actually show you the rest of the components, Nico is saying, OMG, how can these gorgeous things be this cheap? What? You can see what, sorry? The web price. We're not even stopping there. That's not your price. We're going lower. So if you're happy with that, Nico, wait until you see what we're bringing you this boutique bundle for. Absolutely incredible. It's only going to get better. I love that Nico thought that this was, well, it's amazing like this. Yeah, we're not stopping there. But look at all of these. Now, they are your decorative spacers, which are beautifully sculpted in your rose gold. In your rose gold, sizable drill holes. You could actually feed your Eslon down the grooves, couldn't you, to create wonderful multicoloured spectrum beads. You could use this with your patina, you can use this with your polymer clay maybe, sort of rub it into the grains of these. Never seen them actually on air before. They're wonderful, aren't they? And very, very high end. I personally would be using this with my rose gold chain, feeding it through, leaving it like so. A couple of them, maybe 3 in the centre, leaving it like so. I think that would work and look lovely. Got another text message from Polly in Cheshire. Oh, wow. And you're going cheaper? No way. Yeah. It's not me, Sheila did it. Sheila did it.
It's my fault.
Own it, Sheila. You know.
Okay, thanks very much. Thank you, ladies.
Hey, listen, that's a good thing.
I know, yeah, no, it's wonderful. I'm just glad it's, you know, yeah. I mean, I was amazed when I put it together. I thought, I've got to grab these while I can.
Do you know what Kim's taken the price to, though?
Something quite ridiculous, I'm sure.
Well, everybody's messaging in saying it's good as it is. Should be £36.70 for tourmaline, for amber, for some of the biggest fire opal that I've ever seen, for the carved shell, for the shell pearls, for all of those spacer beads. Not £36.70. 79 are available in the world. Wait, can I just put this into perspective? I'd pay £24.95 for the fire opal because of the sheer size and the quality of them. The fact that you've got the strawberries, the honeys, all different colours, the orange colours within, and you're getting everything else for free, including the amber, including the tourmaline, including all of the... gosh, how many in baskets? 50 in baskets. Do you agree? I'm sure you all do, because we've already seen the messages coming through. I'd pay that for the fire opal, and you're getting everything else for free, essentially.
I went to the fire opal mine last year.
Yes, I remember you going.
And it was just amazing to sort of see that how much work goes into getting such a small amount.
Absolutely.
I mean, Jack was 4 hours hammering away because they let him have a go, and he thought it was amazing, but he wanted so badly to get something out. But when it actually, you know, there is, because it's sort of covered with the sort of, it has a coating, a really thick coating on it, doesn't it? Before you can actually get to the fire opal.
Oh, absolutely. It's within host rocks, opal, because it's formed within a cracks. It's formed in the same way. Fire opal is formed in the same way that any other opal is. Cracks and crevices. It's a silica, basically, that forms these gemstones. So it's no easy trick to get it out.
And it was just a small amount that was inside. Yeah. So you can imagine by the time it's actually mined, it's actually got out of the ground.
And we're talking about one?
And that's just, that's just one.
And he was there 4 hours?
And he was there 4 hours, yeah.
Okay, so shall I count how many's on the fire opal? Just quickly, Strand. So multiply that by 4 hours, say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. There's 29 fire opals there. That's a lot of hours.
It is, and also that was before anything else had been done with it, so it had actually got to be taken out. You know, the time to actually get it out of the host rock.
Sheila, I'm going to have to wander over to you, my darling, because it's looking like it's selling out. It's selling out. Well done. There are 14 remaining. I'm going to go straight over, and then we can sort of glance, we can come across to Sheila's beautiful designs. And you've gone really gem heavy. Gosh, we are lacking time. It's racing by this morning, isn't it?
I know.
It does fly when you're having fun. Can I move your chair a second?
Yes,
just I can get close to you then.
Got to look after her, haven't you?
Got to get close to
a little bit.
Pretty much gone. Yeah, with a bump.
A little bump.
It's popped out a little bit today. Popped out.
You wouldn't know though. Standing there.
Are you kidding me?
Camera, you wouldn't know, would you?
Is she kidding? No, you can tell.
No, but not when you're facing. You know what I mean? If you were walking as you did to me this morning, I thought, where's
bless you. She's so sweet. We had you weren't at the JM party the other day, and everyone was dancing. And I was like,
JM party.
The party which was in Birmingham. Oh, you were away.
I was away. You were away. It was Steve's birthday. Special birthday.
Everybody was dancing.
Was it good? I was so sad I missed it.
Yeah, it was good. Can I put them over there? Yeah, everyone was dancing, so I feel a bit weird dancing with this big belly. Anyway, let's show you all these wonderful pieces of jewellery because you've gone so gem heavy. I love this.
I love that. I mean, it did, you know, with the threading, but quite therapeutic actually, and I did it into different colours, you know, sections.
Oh.
Tried to get it to match opposite. But
this is your amber and your tourmaline in here.
Yes, there is. Yeah, there's a bit of both in.
Oh, it's kind of lariat style. That amazing.
It looks lovely over something, you know, like a light jumper or a cowl neck jumper. That's what I like about the lariats.
And then you've got this beautiful. I just want to touch this. If you're a tactile person, this is a really tactile piece of jewellery for you. Where you've got the spacer beads mixed with the fire opal, just singling out individual fire opals. That's lovely. So lovely. That's a me piece of jewellery right there.
It's quite a feature piece, isn't it? Like a head turner when you've got, you know, nothing against your neckline. And
it goes to show as well, Sheila, that you've got fire opal, the amber, and everything in there, really, haven't you?
Yeah.
The only thing gemstone you haven't got featured in this neckline piece is actually the tourmaline. So it's all about the other gemstones.
Because most of it went into
the other one.
Into the lariat style.
This is what you're going to be demonstrating, is it?
Well, as best as I can, as it's sort of, So I've done half of it.
Bless you.
I've done half of it there. And what it is, so that's the half that we're going to have to mirror image.
Like, Okay, so, sorry, my lovely. I've just heard, before we go there, because we've sold out of your wonderful boutique kit.
Thank you very much. Oh, you'll be chuffed to bits with them, honestly. They are gorgeous, gorgeous gemstones. They really, really are. Oh.
Last few in stock. We'll bring the graphics onto your screen. This would go amazing with your kit. Or with the gold. Mm-hmm. They've sold out already though, so I can't show them.
Oh, you can't show those.
Can't show them. It's gone already.
I'm not
These
surprised.
are the perfect coins, 21 millimetres by 19, coming your way at $12.95. Big clearance opportunities because we sold out of our kit entirely. In fact, pretty much 99% of everything that we've brought you today is sold out, if not all of it.
Can you look though, when you look at them on the screen, when it was just showing then, when the camera was on it, all of the different, every one reflects a different formation. You got it. Patterns. You were there before I could even think of it. You see how your brain is better than mine.
No. I can't make pieces of jewellery like this. Okay, we've got to get cracking, I'm being told.
So, well, I'll make it short and sweet because there is a lot to try and sort of take in. But as you can see, I think there's about 21 of these little...
21?
21 in this particular...
So do you make the suspensions and then add them to the neckline piece?
To be honest, if I'm really, really honest, I just started off with like the end section there, which is just linked, and I just started putting a couple in. And I put the first one in and thought, right, I'll put a single one in between, which as you can see, there's some single ones dangling there. And then I just sort of did it step by step really and layered it, sort of staggered it, so it was like a...
so what have you done just here then?
Well, here then, this is the first one. I'm going backwards now. If you can look at the one there, I'm going backwards now. So I've done that bit. That bit. There you go. I've done that bit because you have to go to the opposite with the camera, don't you? There we go. So I'm now going to do that drop there, which is that one there.
Okay.
The one. Okay. So I've got fire rope.
It's a mirror image, isn't it?
It is a mirror image. If you want to take a picture of it now, which might be, if you want to do exactly the same, it might be a good idea to, if they wanted to, you can upload and they can count.
Or look on our Facebook page, of course, they'll be uploaded there. So you've made lots of little individual gemstones. It could be quite random, couldn't it?
Well, in this instance, I've done a pearl, and then I've done a fire opal, and then I've done another pearl. Okay, so I've put the other pearl, and to be honest, these tiny pearls here, I've got a great hole, as you can see, and I've used 0.4 wire because that goes through all of the gemstones.
Yeah.
And even the tourmaline and the amber.
Really? They go through the tourmaline, which is the smallest?
Which is the smallest. So obviously, if you did want to do something like this, then use 0.4, okay? And it's very, very soft as well to sort of actually do your basic loop with. Now, before I actually secured the basic loop, I put the next section on, which was the shell pearl leaves. As you can see, if I put that down there, you can actually see how that links Okay, so I'm just going to secure that now, but always be sure to make sure that you actually don't do the basic loop that's at the top that's going to join to the next piece, that you don't actually wrap it before you've actually attached it. Okay, so if I now take that off. So that's the first part of that section there. Okay, so I'll just check what's next, because unless I'm looking at it, I won't know. There we go. So then, this is the section that I've started to do here, which is, I've missed the gold ball off, haven't I? It's run away. But what I did there, I put the gold, the little rose gold
just turn that around to face the camera somewhat. So you're going to suspend that from this gemstone just there.
Yeah. So
I love the fact that you can progressively layer this up. I mean, it doesn't...
Well, you can. I mean, it would take quite a while to sort of show everything now, but, you know, and then what I did then, I then got a jump ring and then I attached it. That one goes further on up, but then I attached it there. So if you think, because of the weight of it, when you actually put, you can put that long one there, but you see how it's gone up higher because it's pulling down, and it'll be the same over there. So you just do exactly the same. You go from that side and then you do the longer one, and then you just, I got them all ready first.
Yeah.
So I decided what I was going to do.
You could even lay it out, couldn't you, beforehand on a flat board?
Lay it out first, and then, but it is just generally linking all of them, as I've just shown you with this here, depending on however you want to do it. It's just doing like a chain link in between. But once you see it on Facebook, then you'll be able to copy it there. You'll be able to keep it on there and just copy it, because it's easy to do. It takes too long.
I think it'd be fabulous with like a maxi dress, something like that, because it's quite a loose, casual jewellery design.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you could do as well is, if you've got some spare chain, you can actually put some chain links in between.
It's a nice idea.
So that it's even fuller, really.
Yeah, really lovely idea.
So it is just linking, as I showed earlier on, and as I say, these 0.4 wire sections do go through the pearls and through the amber, as you can see here. I've started one here, and it shows you the amber actually on the wire, so you can see how they fit on.
Works gorgeously with the amber.
So literally, just layer it as you want to, really.
Entire sellout, so real testament as always, Sheila, to your beautiful, well, you know, your eye. It's your eye to gemstones and the combinations of gemstones. Because I personally wouldn't think to put maybe, I don't know, the shell with the fire opal, but actually it works wonderfully.
Like everybody out there knows, it is all about you look, and then you sort of put them in a. It's just playing with it until you're happy with what your eye sees, really.
Absolutely. Now, let's bring you, this is a recap. They've already been on your screen earlier on this morning. Imagine yourself right now. Oh, I tell you what, imagine us, you and I. We're taking a wander down Bond Street.
As you do.
You know, as you do. Taking a wander down, you've got LV by there, you've got Gucky over there. I know that's not how you pronounce it. I'm just saying it just so I can. You've got Channel. You've got all of those ones. I'm deliberately saying it incorrectly. And you're looking at all the high-end pieces of jewellery. Imagine seeing a pair, and these is just, I'm picking out the smallest ones first, of ruby earrings in gold, like this, maybe diamonds all the way around. What kind of price tag would you expect them to be? Just for a pair. I mean, these are big rubies, and they're actually the smallest in the pack.
Got to be hundreds of pounds. It has, because
100%.
And I mean, I know, you know, because the names, then they have a lot more to pay out. But this is why buying from us, we don't have that. So
well, you're paying for the brand most of the time,
You're paying for the brand, and but you also have to think, when they're in London, they have to spend out a lot
high
more,
rates,
don't they?
absolutely, very high rates.
Now, whereas we don't have, so we can get them at such a fabulous price, can't we?
Yes, natural ruby. It is, the more primary, the more valuable. The bigger the carat weight, obviously the cut. All of that comes into play. When you've got silks, now silks is a term that you use to describe this gorgeous gems or characteristics that can be found within this gemstone, which are kind of like silvery sheens running through. They can actually add to the value of a ruby when it captures and plays with the light, a little bit like sort of your labradorite does, natural fact. Now, look at all of these individual. I'm just holding 4, but you are actually getting, well, we guarantee guarantee the carat weight rather than the quantity, but I'm holding 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 individual cabochons here.
You've got almost another pair of these.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, that they've got the consistency of pairs.
Couple of pendants.
It is a recap, however, so lots of you have already made these confirmations. I'm just literally holding up 4. Like I said, you've got so many that I'm struggling to hold that.
You're struggling to hold those. Can you put them at the end?
Let me put them at the front. Let me put them at the front.
Just how much you get.
I don't want to drop them, that's all. Don't want to drop these. But you can see those silks running through, can't you? Like a silvery sheen. Now, what price tag would you expect to pay for quality natural ruby? For just one? I guarantee it's not going to be anywhere near your clearance price point. £50. Would you pay £50 for a ruby which, like so, the quality with that primary colour? No black marks inside? Can you imagine a celebrity, your favourite female celebrity, a Hollywood A-lister, whichever, the most beautiful, whichever one that springs to mind right now. Can you imagine them on one of those big events, the red carpet events, with these two in a pair of drop earrings? Can you imagine? I can. The quality that you've got here, I can imagine these being pictured and within the glossy magazines. There is a reason why our gem buying team, which we've still got close connections and everything, there's a reason why our gem buying team are being recognised globally by a lot of the glossy magazines and everything, and celebrities, etc.
Definitely, they were wearing, aren't they?
Absolutely, they really are. £50 only for 128 carats, and here I've got, was it 9?
Imagine having something made for you and being able to give that.
Yeah, a ruby. How many people can give rubies as presents?
How special would that be?
Wow, it's so busy. It is a recap. These have been on your screens already once this morning. Absolutely incredible. Now, we're running out of time because also it's time for us to show off your incredible creations. Your inspiration, which does exactly that, inspires us.
It certainly does.
Really, really does. It's also our favourite bit of the show as well. It is, of course, the Wall of Fame. You've been busy.
Haven't you just?
You've been busy.
Amazing.
Incredible. I love mesh, and I'm going to start with mesh. We don't see it that often. I think last time I did was with the gorgeous Gemma Crow. I've got number 47 here, and it comes from Penelope Roberts. Hello to you. And she says, hi all at JM. This is my Wall of Fame entry. My first attempt at making a copper flower with wire mesh and brooch. Flat back pin with a white cultured pearl. I love this one. It took me ages. I hope you like it. Thanks to all the designers for showing us how to do this and to do this with the jig. I am addicted to it now. Would be lovely to get a win, but good luck to everyone else and lots of love. All materials are from Jewellery Maker as always, and watch the show every day. Love the bargains. And that's Penelope Roberts, who's got a big smiley face next to it. Amazing this is your first piece, but I love wire mesh as well. I think it really creates a very vintage design.
That would make quite a lovely corsage as well.
Yes, always a good idea. Yeah.
This is number 48, and this is absolutely gorgeous. And this is from Susie. And Susie says, hi everyone at JM. This week's entry was inspired by watching Laura Binding on Wednesday's show, where she showed us her lovely ring she had made from 3 simple lengths of copper. It inspired me to give it a go on the spot. I've made my version from 1mm silver-plated square wire, and I've just added a rose quartz 10mm coin. I love pink as a flourish. Both items bought from JM, of course. Love, love, love the shows. You're also brilliant. Love and hugs from Susie. That is gorgeous. I love that.
Love it. It's going to really
done.
elongate the finger, as well, because that graduation. Love the colours here. Number 49. Someone's very good at macrame. Oops, I'll hold it this way. 49 comes from, hi all at JM. It's Anne Jenkins. Sorry, Anne. In wet, windy, cold South Wales. Anne, I know I feel your pain. Being from South Wales myself, I know exactly where you're coming from. And she says, hi all at JM. Been having a little of a go at macrame. Really enjoy it. Can't wait to do some more. Moving home at the moment, so all packed away for a sort out, and I assume you're going to do that during the move. Had a bedroom for a workroom. I've just got to find somewhere to fit all my stash in a small flat. And stunning, and macrame. You're just saying having a go, so I'm guessing this is your first attempt. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and very consistent. Well done to you. You are number 49.
Somebody's been really busy.
Oh,
Look
gosh.
at all these. This is gorgeous. This is number 50, and this is from Michaela. Michaela says, hi, here is a picture of my recent makes. Some are inspired by Jan's gemstone featuring some from Laura's Infinity Pendant, and 2 are from Karen Crawford's tutorial. I thought it would be good to show you all these pictures made by your DVDs. Good luck, rather inspiring, aren't they? Good luck to all in the draw, from Michaela. Oh,
Wonderful,
brilliant.
Michaela.
Well
Gosh.
done. Haven't you done a lot?
You have, and clearly a wire work wonder.
14, yes.
How many? 14?
14
wow.
pieces on
I've
that.
got number
Beautiful. Well
51. Love these, and I think it's one of my, I'm just trying to see the gemstone pre-night, yeah. It comes from Sue in Chesterfield. Hello, Sue. You're number 51. Hi all, these are my entries for this week. Got this pre-night in the sale, and it was one of those times when you know exactly what you want to make. Earrings. Set in silver, and I think they look so classy. Good luck to all. So enjoyed spending my win from a few weeks ago. And again, another little smiley face, which I love to see. Yeah, I agree with you. With pre-night as well, in the ear, they're going to see a lot of light and really show off those wonderful inclusions. Well done. That's Susan Long in Chesterfield. Stunning. Keep those entries coming into the Wall of Fame. Now, we've got so much more to bring you. We've got more clearance.
I'm worn out. Just
I know.
work so
I know.
And we are the strongest sex. Do you imagine a man
Absolutely.
having to, yeah,
Wouldn't cope,
you
would
can't.
they? They
No,
wouldn't,
wouldn't
absolutely wouldn't cope. It's all right. Our Amelia is bringing me a fresh cup of tea now. I'm all ready and raring for your incredible clearance. We've got more incredible star buys coming your way. We've got a what? Okay, I shall say this only once.
Oh.
We have a bundle going to £1.95. So much to bring you.
That's
So much to bring you.
you never told me that today.
No, I'm only saying it once. It's like it is.
Well, you did, yes, just once, yeah.
Just once.
See, they
Okay,
don't tell us
don't go
anything.
anywhere.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
I think labradorite, when you think about it, is as beautiful as a diamond because it gives you, for me, more amazement than a diamond. You look at it and it does something really unexpected, like a lightning bolt.
Labradorite is one of those gemstones from Jewellery Maker that is always going to be a top seller. The labradorite that you get from Jewellery Maker has got extreme amounts of labradorescence. The colour saturation is just superb, and that's really indicative of the quality that we can get for you here at Jewellery Maker. It seems to reflect your moods as well. Whatever kind of mood you're in, whatever you put it with, it seems to bring out those gorgeous colours, so it really is a true chameleon gemstone. Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you'll receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
This is a Jewellery Maker announcement. Join us for our Vintage Fair weekend. We'll have all of your favourite guest designers creating bespoke jewellery and giving you lots of inspiration to get that vintage style from a bygone era, with classes on vintage combs, 1920s layered pearls and Art Nouveau brooches. You'll be glad you stopped by. The Vintage Fair weekend starts Friday the 19th of February. Now, off for a cuppa. 2 sugars.
Oh, I tell you what, what a morning. What a morning. It's been very fast and pacey. Is that cue for a song, Ryan? Oh, okay. Ryan's just burst into song. I love that. Oh, you changed what a feeling to what a morning. Now, we're going to try and squeeze as much in. So, listen, if I start to lag, send a text message in saying, come on, Al. You know, it's like, it's... You don't think I'm going to have time to lag? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. That's like saying, oh, that's all right, people who are running a marathon, they haven't got time to think about being tired. I'm not comparing what I'm doing today with a marathon, obviously. Now, the biggest quantity that I've got today is 55, so that's limited, very limited edition. Everything is selling out. Throughout the course of the morning, we've been doing 2, 3, 4, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds selling out. So the moment you see something you love, be on those phone lines if you're shopping with me on the telephone. If you're with us on the web, you'll need to check out. Kim is actually, are you doubting yourself now, Kim? Kim's like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Ryan, you need to go and give her a little bit of a come on, motivational back rub. Were you about to do that? I can see you stood up. It's like, come on, Kim. Come on.
Limber up, limber up.
Limber up. Right. Ready. Let's go.
See your head going up and down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Starting with... Helps if I go to the right area. Marquise. 55, this is the highest quantity that we've actually got. The first time I've actually brought you banded agate today. So they have lovely, beautiful, wonderful patterns which are totally and utterly individual. Lilac hues through to your wonderful pastel pinks, marquee shapes which are perfect for suspending or simply restranding, maybe knotting in between. You're getting 3 strands. 55 is not nearly enough. I'm going to try and bring you every single bundle that I possibly can this hour. Time to permitting, obviously. Stop permitting, obviously. 19 by 11 millimeters. Every single one will be unique. Their own individual fingerprints. All will have wonderful displays of colour. This is what we mean by clearance. This is what we mean by clearance. You're going to need to be on those tippy toes. You're going to need to be ready to pounce on these opportunities. 55, 60 in baskets straight away. Straight away. First come, first serve. If you're on those phone lines, don't be put off by that. Just because I say they're in baskets doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. Yeah, I know.
It's a lilac. It's a purpley blue, isn't it? It's
yeah,
just... so many different colours in there.
It's gone. I've got to move on. Got to move on.
But seriously though, it is. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Box 7, microfaceted black agate. I thought they were spinel firstly. How is this in the sale? Okay, this is going to be one of the fastest selling bundles, I think, of the day. The reason for that, I've brought you microfaceted gemstones, but black agate, great for your accents, very monochromatic, beautifully luxurious, especially if you use alongside maybe your diamonds or your clear quartzing. Great for your weaving, absolutely. It's really, you can see the luxury in it whilst being small in size. Small but mighty, you've heard me say that previously before. Every single one is 2 millimeters round, should be £20, 85. Okay, again, if you see it, you love it, be there. That's the best encouragement that I can give you to guarantee success. £6.95, 100 in baskets and loads of you on the phone. It's a straight battle, and it can be you. You've got way, way, way higher odds than obviously the lottery. And look what you're getting out at the end of it. Beautiful, high-end, genuine gemstones. I wish I had a bigger quantity, I truly do. Gone, well done. Stay where you are though, do stay. It's a free phone telephone number, and you know what? The good thing is, if you're on those phone lines, you're there for the next one, aren't you? You're already there. Gorgeous carnelian coming up. These are top drilled pairs. Checkerboard faceted as well. How many strands? 3. Wasn't even a minute on that last one. Sorry, my voice went funny now. Keep going. Come on, Elle. Yeah.
Come on. I'll cheer from the sidelines.
Thanks, Sheila. Thanks, Sheila. We caught you supping your tea then, lovely. No, I love it. I love it. I'll cheer from you on the sideline. £20.85 here for your wonderful carnelian. You've got the really intense reds. You've got the gorgeous sort of peachy hues coming through. Wonderful banding that you get with this member of the agate family. 12 by 12 millimeter and top drilled, but checkerboard faceted on both sides. So just one suspended in a pair of earrings would be absolutely fantastic. We had 2 millimeter microfaceted carnelian earlier on. If you're able to get that, these would be immense with it. Absolutely immense. Triple trouble, straight down. Aren't you glad you stayed on those phone lines? Oh, our graphics were like that then. Ah. No. No. I don't go for £7.95. He is like Brutus. Yeah, but Brutus when he doesn't want to go outside. No, no. Hey. It's gone. Sorry, if you just tuned in, my puppy speaks like that. I'm sure of it. Hey, where you been? He won't have a deep voice. He's too small. Brutus. You think he speaks like, oh, wait. What, you think he's got a Cockney accent? No. All he does, he goes, hey! And you can imagine his expressionisms like this. Hey! Where you been? Give me my dinner. Anyway, I haven't got time to be speaking about Brutus. I have to bring him in one day soon, actually. He has grown a little bit, yeah. He has grown a little bit. Not hugely, but he has grown a little bit. 14 millimeter, beautiful stars. Is the baby bigger than Brutus? Probably, actually. With feet.
Oh, she'll be so beautiful.
She's measuring almost 15 centimeters from bum to head.
Oh.
From bum to head. So yeah, probably from the foot, she's probably bigger than my little puppy. Yeah. Ah. Same age actually as Brutus as well. Currently, £26.85 is where we should be. Coming your way at straight down your puffy stars, gorgeous rich maroon reds. I can actually hear panic in my producer's voice right now. Kim, are you all right in there? Do you think you're going to run out of products? Because everything's selling out? That's okay. We can fill, can't we, everybody? Let's get some text messages in. Has it gone? Clearance! What about, yeah, that's a good point. Ryan's just saying, what about Amelia or Lauren? We'll start selling off the crew. Not really. You two are priceless. Amelia, copulous at deafin. Look, we can see you, Amelia.
I like adventures.
She says, I like adventures. Yes. We should do that for charity or something like that. We should auction ourselves off. I don't think anyone would want to buy us, to be honest. Setting ourselves up for a fall, aren't we? Now, quadruple opportunity of your lapis lazuli. Oh, flashes of pyrite, gorgeous, glistening sparkle. You have to bring the price in. I love that you're there. Kim is saying to me, Eleanor, I can't press the buttons fast enough. See, that is because, Kim, I was saying, you've got to be there to give yourself, you know, the best possible chance. $6.95 for 4 strands of your lapis lazuli.
Look what I found. Too late now.
She's just found a double-ended needle. Never mind, you.
Never mind. I knew it was there somewhere.
These are amazing. These are amazing. Ryan, my director, is going, oh yeah, these are incredible. You enjoyed filming these, didn't you, Ryan? 1, 2, 3 strands. Oh, these are gorgeously coated. Champagne coated quartz, which has got amazing clarity. Oh. A glass of champagne is the best way of describing these. I've not brought you anything like it this morning. Nothing. Oh, they're amazing, aren't they? Aren't they incredible? This is a shining example of when, you know, I see it so often, and actually, I was looking on our Facebook page the other day, is this gemstone natural, etc. And I understand you asking, we are trained also as your host to tell you what gemstones are treated and whatnot. Please don't be frightened of gemstones that are treated though. 99% probably of the world's gemstones actually undergo some kind of enhancement. Ladies, it's no different to us putting a bit of lippy on in the morning. $7.95. These looks like gems of distinction strands, and you're getting 3 here. I mean, you do the maths. You've got flashes of wonderful rainbows of colours, a spectrum of colours.
Light, it's just gorgeous.
So classy, this. Almost all sold out. I can actually hear the panic in Kim's voice.
We need some more text in now.
11 minutes in, we're halfway through. Look, is there anybody that can help us, Kim, to give us some more bundles? No. Oh, we have got more clearance prices that we can bring in. Don't worry, don't panic. It's clearance and it's all selling out. Let's get some text messages in as well. Let's tell us what you're up to. Tell us what you're doing this clearance. Hopefully you're all just like that.
If you think...
I can almost imagine people like that. Ready to pounce, you know?
If you have a budget that you've got for the day, I mean, imagine what you can buy with that budget, no matter what it is.
Yeah, Sheila, imagine the deliveries that are going to be going around. I have to bring your price in, sorry. I can't even say one thing, they always sell out. Stop talking, Al. Smoky quartz bicones. Bicones are always one of the most popular cut and shape of a gemstone just because they are very unique. It's kind of a cross between a rice bead and a marquise cut. Has it gone? Wow, well done. It's going to show a couple of text messages for you. Julie in Isle of Wight. Good morning, my lovely morning, Elle. After I spent loads of goodies yesterday, you did, Julie. And you had your sister watching as well. My husband was discharged from hospital and brought me even more for Valentine's Day.
Oh, bless him. Oh.
Wonderful. Your weekend has just been the best. I'm so pleased. Oh, good. So he's home with you now. Hello to you. Is that Shala? I hope I've pronounced that right. In Tyne, where start with desks before you can sell the stuff. The desk can be replaced. To be honest, so can staff. We can be replaced.
We could.
I am joking. I don't want to go anywhere. Please don't sell me. Please don't. I really like Jewellery Maker. April in West Midlands. Hi, watching the lovely team on Freeview. while iPad is charging, so I don't miss nothing after midday. Awesome deals today. Thanks, Jem. You're very welcome, April. What a pretty name as well.
Isn't it?
I love that. Really, I love the sort of... older names are coming back into fashion as well, aren't they? Elaine in Surrey, I've just changed the duvet cover. Now snuggled in gorgeous smelling clean bedding. No better feeling than that. Watching you guys, nothing better. I love that.
And planning your next make. That's what I love.
Do all right, Elaine, can I just ask you this? Because this is what I do. You know when you have clean sheets, do you have to do like the stars? Just because it's all nice and smooth and everything and cold, you're like, ooh. Anyway, Patricia in the Scottish borders, what am I doing? Sitting watching your fascinating, you fascinating ladies with your wonderful bargains when I have a bathroom waiting to be cleaned.
Oh well, forget that. Yeah.
That's that.
You can do that
Patricia,
later.
do it later.
Yeah.
Linda in Bedfordshire, 100% no selling JM staff. They are the best. I was joking. I really wouldn't. They are good as gold. And we are one big family as well. We are one big family. Moving on. Oh, this is the first time today I've brought you this. Are you ready? Are you ready? On your marks. Get set. Go, dial. Check out. Dalmatian Jasper coming your way.
Go Al.
I know, I can't pick them up as quickly.
Come on.
I can't pick them up fast enough, Sheila. I physically can't pick the strands up fast enough. And I love it though that so many people have been successful. You can see stunning Dalmatian Jasper, why it's so aptly named, gorgeous, beautiful characteristics. I'm still waiting on someone to commission a Cruella de Vil style necklace piece with this wonderful gemstone.
I think we have had that in the past, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we have, yeah. I mean, it is a gemstone that is it gone?
$5.95 gone. Sorry, Sheila, I was rendered speechless then.
No, I just can't. No, it's just amazing. I mean, this weekend is just buy because you have to think of later on in the year. I mean, if you're buying at these prices, imagine when you're doing your craft fairs or your jewellery parties.
Well, it's savvy, isn't it? It's savvy shopping, really.
Absolutely, and we all love bargains. I know I do. You feel so pleased that you've got such a lot for so little.
100%.
I mean, those are...
I can't be doing with work, searching through a sale rack in a shop.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate it. I hate it when you can't see, like, what's the expression, the wood through the trees? You can't see. I hate that. But, I mean, this is the same experience that you would normally have with Jewellery Maker, isn't it? These are beautiful. It's like dolly mixture. You've got lots of lovely colours. Every single bundle that we've brought you... Oh, baby, just having a little wriggle around. Sorry. Every single bundle that we've bought you this weekend is completely sold out. Completely sold out.
That should have been called Candy Shop or something
like that. Take it to the candy shop. Only, yeah.
That is... My granddaughter
I'm sure
and has
it's a better song to put to it. Just realised what I sang. $8.95. It's all right. I'll tell you later, Sheila. Don't worry. I need to move on from it very quickly, actually. Has it gone? What did we even take it to? I didn't even see the price. My goodness, I can't. I don't know what's going on. Can I pick these up quick enough? These aren't short strands. Look at the length of these. Kim's... Can we get some more text messages in, please? Because
we're going to run out.
We are going to run out. Let's get some text messages in. Tell me what you're up to. Kim back in the hip. She's like, oh, we're going to run out. We're not. Don't panic. Well, the products are selling out, yeah, but we're here in the building. Surely we can put together some bundles. Should be £15.80. That doesn't even make sense. This is a quadruple opportunity. The length of the strand is 36 centimetres each. Of your tiger's eye, all of that wonderful phenomenal effect. I know that every bone in my body, let's just give you a little bit of inside information. I am trained to talk about the gemstone in particular. That's what I should always be doing. But it's physically not possible in a clearance hour like this. So if you've got any questions about any of the gemstones, do get in touch with me hereafter. It's physically not possible given the fact they're selling out so quickly, and these are just ridiculous prices, aren't they? Gone. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Don't go anywhere. Moving on to... There are 23 of these. Can I do it, Kim? You know what I want to do. Have you seen that advert, Sheila? Did she just shake her TikToks at me? Did she just shake her TikToks at me? Sorry, they're only selling out. Oh, bless her. Poor Kim. She's trying desperately to contain me as well. $12.95 already selling out. You're getting 600. Not stopping here. It's clearance. Okay, next opportunity we've got quantity of. We've got 200 of. $9.95. Stay where you are. Are we going to box? Kim? So just to give you a heads up, these are coming next. There's only 23 of the silver. These are coming next, and there's 200 of these. So do stay on the phone lines. Add them to your order as well. We'll go straight into those as well. They are big, beautiful. They've got a big, sizable drill hole in the centre. I say drill hole. It's not a drill hole because obviously they're a spacer bead and they are of a metal rather than a gemstone. But that's the best way of me actually describing them, I suppose. Now, measurements of these. 4 by 3 millimeters, and you're getting 380 in a tube. If I just turn it up like so and show you the bottom of the tube, you can see the actual circumference, just how many cover that surface. So go through the layers. There's a lot. Well, 380, there we go. You can see it there. One top tip, I wouldn't actually recommend tipping these out, all of them. No. You'd really struggle to get them back in. You'd struggle to get them all back in. Lovely buttery gold. Now I've got a 200 quantity. A 200 quantity. It's the biggest quantity that I've had this hour, and one of the biggest quantities actually I've had in the clearance at all. Because strictly speaking, it's not a clearance item. Should be £12.95. However, grab it as soon as you possibly can. You know that this is not where we are stopping at. We're going so much lower. $7.95. I don't think I've ever seen these tubes going for this. Kim, how have you even managed to get it in the clearance? Did you? You've gone wild in the aisles again, haven't you? That's what Kim said earlier on. So I'm going wild in the aisles. I've put items into the clearance which, strictly speaking, shouldn't have been. I mean, we want to stock these. 50% of the stock's already gone. Over 100 disappeared. Not disappeared. We know where they're going to, but you know what I mean. Have been grabbed. So 100 in an instant. $7.95. How many? 170 have gone now. Well done to those of you that have been successful. That's that sense of urgency. I love it. It's really exciting.
It is, isn't it? I love the fabulous.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Well done, well done, well done. Tons of you there. I'm not calling names out, obviously, because I'd just be here all day. And to be honest, I can't bring you more clearance deals then. But this is pretty much sold out. There were 200. Well done. Well done, well done. Moving on to... Oh, these are nice. I've not seen these before either. First, you get the storage. So you got the 4 different containers. I'll hold up each one. I know they're chains. I'm going to hold up each one. Fancy 4-link chain. Should be priced straight away on your screen. Look at that. Should I hold them over the back of the hand so you can actually see what the actual chains are? Oh, you've got a lovely star here as well. Star-link chain. I'm going to have to pull them out. Can I do this quickly enough? Bear with. One more. Here we go. Now, 50 centimetres on each link of chain. You've got some sort of like crosses, I suppose. Then you've got more diamond-like shapes. Then you've got a fancy link. Then you've got stars like this. £17.95 is where we should be. Clearance, however, with your storage container. Comes with the storage container. £11.95 today. It's a lot of chain, and it's a substantial chain. Can I just hold up my favourite for the neckline? I just think just put a couple of clasps on the end, or clasp on the end, and you're good to go.
If you just do different lengths of that, it looks so gorgeous just on like a black dress like you're wearing. You know, have them dropped at different lengths.
Just like simple, a cascade, layering it up.
Yeah. And if you bought some of the gemstones, well, you can intermingle them, can't you, with them?
This is so incredibly Italian designer chic. Oh, like this, Linda, like what we were seeing on the screen right now. Sort of finish that off.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sheila.
That's all right.
That's because I'm getting so carried away.
Linda's coming next, you see,
and I keep seeing Linda. She keeps popping in.
Popping in and out.
Well over 50% of the stock has gone. Sheila, yeah, imagine, like what you're just... Yeah. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, I did, yeah. And for £11.95, you've got a gorgeous... Oh, there's different... Yeah, wow. What?
Sorry, Sheila. Calling you Linda.
That's happened all through the nearly 7 years we've been here, yeah. Happened all... Funny,
I just think it's because we're so excited. I don't often do that, though.
No,
I tend to get your names right.
I always call my granddaughters that, you know, I'm talking to the one and then I forget, and then I call Lily, Jessie, and then and I say, I'm not Jessie. Oh no, you're Lily. But I was talking to Lily before, so your brain doesn't...
it's just because of all this excitement. It's all the excitement, basically.
Takes our brains a bit longer.
It's fine. I think nobody takes offence today. I get called all sorts as well. £11.95 only with the container as well. So each length is 50 metres. So in total, you're actually getting 2 metres of chain there. All gone. Moving on to... Did you say rainbow moonstone? Look what I've just...
I'll have to sit down for this because
I think you need to, my darling. I think Kim's having a little bit of a
it's going to be a
meltdown right now.
I'll probably fall off my chair now.
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. Here we go. Look,
okay.
Look at all of this, this moonstone. That doesn't even make sense, does it you? 5 strands of rainbow moonstone with all of that adolescence, with all of that gorgeous phenomenal effect, this ethereal gemstone, whimsical gemstone. One of these at that price would be incredible, let alone 5. These are top drilled. I mean, look how crisp they are. Anybody that does bridal commissions, this is right up your street. Anybody that does, in fact, you know what? I've got to stop myself. I've got to bring that price in because it's going to be a sellout, probably on screen. 70 carats on each of those. That says it all, really, Sheila, doesn't it? I've got to move on. Well done. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Gosh, wow, gone. Sutach, who loves their sutach?
What's going on?
Our call centre, that's right. By the way, if anybody's on the phone right now, can you say well done to our call centre from us, by the way? Because we really do appreciate their efforts. It's a really good point there, Sheila. They're working very hard right now.
They are indeed.
I tell you what, they're earning their crust.
Unbeknownst to them, we'd give them a round of applause, wouldn't we?
Everybody from us here in the studios. They do have us watching, don't they? They do have us on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have just looked at the graphics, couldn't I? Of your lovely nude colour. I'd call this nude rather than beige. Your sutach cord is quite a flat cord. So, I love it. I think it's a really beautiful medium.
For bridal work.
Perfect.
You know,
but you've got like a gully through the centre, which means that you can stitch into that centre. We're going to have to bring that price in straight away.
I mean, if you've got a plain sort of dress, you can do some lovely sutach
embellishments even without gemstones.
Yeah, I'll have to get Linda to do something like that. I'll go and get her a dress.
£4.95 for all 7 of these. I would call this more of a nude colour than a deep beige myself, you know, which is so incredibly fashionable right now.
It's such good quality because sometimes if you buy the sutach cord from anywhere else, it can fray a little bit.
It doesn't have to be just sutach though, does it?
No. You can do it for all sorts of embellishments, really, round cushions, round, you know, dressmaking, all sorts.
Textile writing, something like that. Got a text message from Claire in West Midlands. Hello, it's guest designer Claire. Hiya, love. I will give you £20 for a Sheila, Elle, Amelia and Kim bundle. Still laughing and singing Candy Shop. I know. I can't believe I came out with that one. Stop it. Don't remind me, Claire.
Hi, Claire. Bless you.
Mandy and Dynamware, loving the show, especially all the puppy and baby talk. Love you too, Mandy. Thank you, my darling. Keep them coming. Brian, hello, my lovely. How are you? I was painting my ceiling.
Don't say it fell off.
But I've been up and down the ladder, hitting the buy button so much now that I'm having an extended coffee break. Do it. To be honest, I don't think anybody needs to be around ladders during the clearance.
Mind how you go back up the
ladders, nobody needs to be around ladders right now.
No.
Susan in Wrexham, nipped to the loo during the break, only to find a bird flying around the bathroom. Spent the last 10 minutes chasing it out the window. Oh gosh, Susan, I would hate that.
That's scary, isn't it?
I'd hate that. Oh,
because
poor you,
they're just
Susan.
so quick, aren't they, birds?
They are, yeah.
Flap around.
Barbara in Cumbria. Yay, I managed to order something. You have been so quick. I know. Sorry about that. Do you know what? I'm saying this. I'm really excited right now, as you can probably tell. And I've got, I think little...
Be careful
Little girls are really excited,
in
there.
Yeah.
She's like that, yeah.
Oh.
She's having a party in there right now. Yeah, she's doing, calm down.
Calm down.
I'm trying to sleep.
Mind your blood pressure.
Oh, I've got really low blood pressure.
Oh, that's...
So I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. Calm down, I'm trying to sleep. Miss Janet in East Sussex. Sitting watching all the beautiful gems and designs and getting frustrated. Has had shoulder surgery, oh bless you, and can't use a right hand, so no making.
Oh, that...
Giggle-tastic.
Oh. It's so frustrating, isn't it? But
having
said that, you've got to get better,
Get well soon, yeah, absolutely. OMG, 30 out of 48 products have sold out this morning. Crazy. Yeah, absolutely. Pauline in Glamorgan, know it well. Hi, JM. What are you doing? I can't believe the prices today. Love your show. I'm finding it hard to keep up with you. Me too. I'm going to tell you what. I'm meant to be going to look for wedding venues this afternoon. I think I'm going to have to take a rain check.
I think you'll have to have a bit of a break.
Oh, I definitely will have a little bit of a chill out first. Yeah, definitely. Have a chill out. Simmer.
I'll give you a quick shoulder massage before you go.
Oh, bless you. I'll take you up on that. Definitely take you up on that. We've got another message. Wow, seeing some real bargains. Fastest fingers first seems to be happening as I have missed loads. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well done to the lucky ones. Where did that come from, fastest fingers first? Who wants to be a millionaire?
That's it,
Do you know, I've got a funny story about him, actually. When I was in Sarah and Steve's pub with Hannah.
Oh, yeah.
In Henley and Arden, lovely area, by the way.
Because he does...
he was there drinking.
He does pop in, doesn't he, Kate?
He does, Chris Tarrant. So I was there with Hannah. Hannah is Steve Bennett and Sarah Bennett's daughter. And we were just having a nice drink. And she had her dog, Zulu. Zulu is a Samoyed, by the way. For anybody that knows what a Samoyed is, it's a big, big ball of fluff. He's really cute, isn't he?
Oh, he's
really cute.
Such a good dog.
And Hannah was like saying, Elle, I want a picture of Zulu with Chris Tarrant. And she said, go over. I was like, okay then. So, you know, if you ask me to do something, generally I will do it within reason. So I was like, okay, so Zulu, hi, can we take a picture, please? He was like, yeah, by all means, pulls a chair up. I think he was expecting me to sit down. And Zulu hops up. And he was like, wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that one at all. But yeah, very, very, very polite and absolutely obliging. Anyway, should we get on with it? Moving on to our beautiful lace. Now, okay, you won't be able to get this in time for Valentine's Day, but hey, every day's Valentine's Day. This is a little bit of seduction and romance, don't you think? This is a lovely colour. I love these. You're getting so much. One of each different pattern. I'll try and get as many on this as possible so you can see.
You could embellish your favourite sort of underwear, couldn't you, with that?
Oh, how fancy.
You really could.
I like that idea.
Plain, you know, if it's plain, then, I mean, lace can be used.
See, I love the fact that Jewellery Maker is going to new levels.
Yes.
We're talking about underwear embellishments now.
Just something, yeah, but it's
Why
seriously,
not?
Seriously, yeah, it's a
Why
good
not?
way of making something that's quite, you know, plain into something very,
Absolutely,
very pretty.
you pay quite a lot for, as we know, lingerie. £29.80 should be for a triple bundle, and you get one of. I've tried to put out different, one of each of the different designs. Going to be.
Don't forget, you can also cut out.
You can cut out of these, absolutely. That's for everything. This is everything that you're getting. There's so many different. So 2 of the top and 1 of the bottom. Love these.
£5.95.
Lace is very costly, very expensive.
Before we sourced it here, I was, you know, going around and having a look at various costs, and a small piece like that was £4.95.
Look how much you've got here.
And look how much you've got there, yeah.
For £5.95. Even if you've not started working
Just
in your
one
lace,
little piece.
it's so. I'm not a very talented jewellery maker, but
it covers so many areas.
Well, I personally love it for sort of like your bridal or your tiaras. Like we've got the races coming up, Cheltenham races, as I've noticed have actually started being advertised right now. I've got to move on. It's sold out. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Okay. Sticking with your ruby reds. Okay. Look at these. Plain rounds in your gorgeous quartzite. Quartzite can absorb lots of lovely colours because the crystals itself are quite rough, I guess. Means it can really hold on to all of that intensity of colour. It's also a gemstone which can be very affordable from us here at Jewellery Maker. In contrast, I've actually seen quartzite being used by a very big designer and was actually being sold on a close competitor's channel, which was a collection, and again, it is a big designer brand, and often uses carving and things like that. Can't name who it is because I am directly comparing right now, but they had quartzite in simply knotted like so, and it was £70. £70 for one neckline piece, 360 degrees. We've got 3 at £11.85 right now, and we're not even stopping there.
That's a stunning rich colour, isn't it? It really is a deep, it's almost a cherry, isn't it?
It's pretty much gone before you even put the price on, the clearance price on.
No, but, I'm not surprised.
It is a lovely colour, isn't it? It's poinsettia red, isn't it? Like cranberry.
I would say cherry, cranberry and cherries, you know, like, yeah, anyway.
Love that. Yes, I agree.
It is a
so
lovely,
cherries
and cherries, yeah.
Beautiful red. 10mm plain rounds again.
£4.95.
£4.95 is just absolutely incredible. Gone. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. You have done it. Moving on. How about the first and only strand of amethyst that I have available, or strands, I should say, of amethyst in the clearance? Gosh, they're long as well. Look. Oh, these are beautiful. There are 36 of these. I'm giving you the quantities to give you, as everybody, as much a chance. These are big, sizable, faceted by nature rough nuggets. Look at that gorgeous intensity of colours. What? We should be £11.85? Are you kidding me? Where is that should be price? Massively over. Where did we get should be £11.85 from? For 3?
I don't really know what to say anymore, to be honest, because
has it gone?
Just phenomenal.
That took 41 seconds to sell out. Moving on. Oh, this is. I've been eyeing this up all morning. This is your Zari ribbon, but I'm going to open it out if I can.
Prue did something. It wasn't with the Zari ribbon, but it was something similar, and she'd got some big round wooden
Sorry.
Oh, I've got his.
I can't do it. What am I doing?
Shall
There we go.
there you
Got
go.
it. Got
There
it.
you go,
Got
there
it.
you go, there you go.
God, that was effort, wasn't it?
It's like the old sort of shanks of wool, isn't it, that we used to have to, because they came like that.
There we go. Shake it out like so.
There's loads in there, look.
And it has got that really lovely satin effect.
It's and with sort of that pale pink flowing through it.
Yeah,
it's
like a
beautiful.
rose, dusky pink running
You can
through.
knit with that. You can knit. I knitted an evening bag in the black.
$11.90 is where we should be for 100 grams in each. I love it. It's kind of like a natural, organic, rustic. $4.95.
You can plait with it. You can do all sorts with it. It really is.
We were talking earlier on about your vintage brides. We've got a vintage weekend coming up, but just hair embellishments which come down like a sort of French braid or something like that.
I remember it was a couple of years ago. I made a fascinator with that, and it was like a beige and a chocolate colour, and I stiffened it with some glue, and I did like a bird's nest effect on the side.
That's
so
a really
that's
nice
fabulous
idea.
for that
I wonder.
as well.
It's just. I mean, I'm nowhere near. I'm not. But yeah, I wonder if you could create sort of that kind of...
You could create a fascinator
That's
with
very
some
Ascot.
feathers going through, couldn't
Yeah,
you?
very Ascot.
Yes, there you go. Look, instant.
How easy was that?
And if you've got any of our fascinator bases, yeah, just to tap, yeah.
Hey, Linda Brumwell.
Look.
Wow.
Just thinking, what about sort of... And then
Isn't
feathers.
it gorgeous with some feathers?
Fascinating bases.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Fab, got to move on though, it's selling out. Well done, well done, well done. Some lovely leatherette nylon cord. This is going back to the 80s. We were talking earlier on about what our favourite children's programmes were when we were growing up, whatever decade that was. I grew up, I was born in the 70s, but I'd say I was an 80s child, really. This, you know, reminds me of your Madonnas and your Adamant and everything like that. So, you've got your silver blue, braided leatherette. I can just imagine the big shoulder pads right now, and which is really coming back into fashion. There are only 33 of these available.
And great, I know we're on about the textiles again, but they are fabulous for binding the edges of cushions. You know how you see them in the shops, if you just buy the plain ones, then you can actually sew that across the top.
Yeah, round a little scatter cushion or something like that.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
you personalise.
Make big ruched flowers with it, sort of sew it round in circles.
Going back to the fascinators that we were talking about with our lovely Linda. Okay, let's bring that price tag in, not £11.70 for 80 centimetres times 6. I genuinely don't know what to say.
No, I don't either.
It's not very often that I'm rendered speechless, but I genuinely don't know what to say. Ditto, Sheila, you know, we could probably, what's the expression, talk a hind leg off a donkey. We could. Together as well.
Yeah. But and I mean, we're truly bowled over by the prices. I know I am. I mean, if I was sitting at home, I think I'd have pressed the button for everyone because they've all been just amazing bargains.
Gone. I've got one more bundle.
If we've run out, we'll have to do a bit of a show then before we finish.
That's all right. I'll do some tap dancing.
Yeah.
I did promise you a $1.95 bundle, didn't I?
I'll show you my grandson's dancing moves.
Okay. We're going to have to bring the price in straight away.
Quick then.
Oh, it's your fuchsia metallic flat cord. Is that our lovely Scott Stone? Hiya. Scott. Yeah, sorry, I said Scott Stone. You're not in trouble.
No, and I've got something to tell you afterwards, Scott.
Scott, we're selling out of everything.
Don't be worried. What's he say? What's he say? What?
Did you just say what I thought you said?
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. Nothing to worry about.
It's gone. Sold out. Sold out. Gone. Now, don't worry, because we've got your Wall of the Fame to come. Hopefully we've got some text messages to show as well.
And there's Ellie doing a bit of a jig about, yeah.
We'll probably do a little bit of a recap, stock permitting, obviously. There's just been loads going on. I tell you what, we've got time to squeeze in a findings pack. Where's that? Where's that, Kim? Okay. Oh yeah, I've got it. The only thing that I haven't played. I've got findings coming up. Findings coming your way. Scott, we were talking about if we run out of product, we need to sell the staff. So who do you want to sell first? Phil. Phil's going first. Yes, that is the right. Yeah, okay. Now, this is your findings pack. I can't even speak. With 90 pieces in total. So it includes your chains, it includes your brushed heart groove lock, your crimpies, which I'll show you that, by the way, your ear hooks, you've got your T-clasp, you've got your toggles, you've got your open jump rings, your ribbon ends, you've got your beaded spacers, your flower head pins, your round ball head pins, your flat oval links. We've got quantity of these, by the way, so if you're thinking it's not worth me dialing through, everyone's going to be getting their findings pack. I've got quantity, so don't think that you've missed out. It's very busy, mind you. Flat oval link chain, which is 1 metre of. You've got your crimp covers, your twisted shepherd hooks, and your silver-plated feather head pins as well. So many individual findings I love. I'm going to just pull out that toggle clasp for a second, just because I've not seen it in this findings pack before. I'll keep it in the plastic bag, but there we are. Stretch it out so you can actually see the detailing. I've never seen this individual toggle clasp itself. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely gorgeous. 90 pieces in one pack. So it's going to go a long, 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 long way. Now, you have seen the deals. You have seen the deals. Have we disappointed you at all this morning? I don't think so, do you? I hope not. I really do hope not.
You've been amazing. Truly.
Well, it's not
and
me.
Kim. Well, Kim, obviously.
You're amazing. 347. You're amazing.
Oh,
because, you know, we've had to work as a team together this morning, haven't we? We have. We've had to... Right. Our call centre are amazing. Our warehouse are amazing. You know,
absolutely.
Because, you know, just think about how much work they're going to be doing over the course of this clearance weekend.
They are truly amazing, aren't they? They
really are. And, you know, when we got together on our staff do the other day, we had our Christmas do, actually, a couple of weeks ago. I was only there a little while, obviously. But you forget just how big the company is, because you don't get to see each other on a daily basis. No. So it was really nice actually seeing our contact centre, our warehouse team, which by the way, if you're watching right now, warehouse, you know, it's a big company.
It is a
really big company.
Yeah.
Jan in Gloucestershire, morning everyone. I'm cake decorating. Ooh, cake. Oh. But listening in, my finger isn't fast enough on the buttons. Great deals and beautiful designs, Sheila. Absolutely, absolutely. We've got another text message. I love that. I wish I could do things like that. From Susan in Glamorgan, really didn't mean to buy anything, but gave in to the fantastic offers. Missed out on some, but I've got a few. Well done, Susan. Well done. You won't be the only one who's actually said that. Helen in Cornwall, amazing bargains, just too quick for me. Love watching the show at the end of my working week and taking time out to create jewellery.
We enjoy, Helen, yeah.
What a joy.
Yeah, enjoy.
Linda in Bedfordshire, JM stands for just magnificent.
Oh.
I agree. It is. I couldn't be prouder to work for another company than Jewellery Maker. I genuinely mean that. I'm immensely proud of this company that I work for. I think they're the most fantastic team, and I'm talking about us as well, as a family. Joanne, hello to you. Instead of selling the crew, why not hire them out by the day? That way, they would go further. Your call centre staff are lovely and so helpful. That's true. They are very lovely and very helpful. I reckon, given the fact Wes helped me out with the Wall of Fame yesterday, I reckon he'd be in hot demand, Wes. Should we hire Wes out? I reckon he might be up for it. I reckon he might be up for that one. Wynne in Wiltshire, thank you, JM team. What a fabulous morning shopping. You continue to astound us. Love to all. Wynne, lots of love to you as well. We've got another one. Beverly, hello to you. I must say, huge thanks to Warehouse. I buy loads all the time, always arrives packaged well. They do a great job. They really do. They really do.
And they're all lovely people.
They are, absolutely. It's a wonderful team. And can I just say, some really pretty girls in our warehouse as well. I tell you what, we've got some dance moves. I was on the side watching the girls, or some of the girls in the team from Warehouse dancing. I was like, fair play, girls. Some amazing legs, fair play. Elizabeth in Worcestershire popped on the page to see what I've missed. Looks like I've missed everything. Sorry, Elizabeth. But don't worry, there's still some finance packs. Got still some of these, but the clearance is on all weekend. I'm back with you tomorrow after a very long lie down, I think, this afternoon. I tell you, I'm too wired to go wedding venue shopping right now. I think they think, no, she's not allowed it. She's too hyper. Too hyper. Okay, got more to bring you, including your incredible creations. You've been fabulous fun as always, folks. Now it's time for us to show off your incredible creations and keep everything crossed for the draw on Wednesday. It is your Wall of Fame. I want him.
Isn't he gorgeous? Oh, go on then.
No. I mean, I actually want him.
Isn't he?
Not to read it out and show it. I want him.
Isn't he beautiful?
He's really cute.
I'm going to show you now then.
Yeah.
This is number 52 and this is from Carl. And Carl says, DJM, I thought I would send a photo of some of the projects I have been working on. I've been trying to find a way of complementing my copper leaves, and the Kumahimo braid seemed appropriate. I had to attempt some wire work to mount the pearl cross, but think it worked. The memory wire bracelet is my first attempt at memory wire, but I am now hooked. Finally, the paracord snake, I think it's called a cuff, as it coils around the wrist, sort of sneaked in. Sorry, but the paracord is undoubtedly my favourite medium. All JM products, apart from a couple of threads. Good luck to everyone, and thanks to everyone there, presenters, guests, and all the staff. Great inspiration and brilliant fun.
Oh, Carl.
That we love him. He's gorgeous.
He's adorable.
He is, isn't
he?
he?
He kind of reminds me of the worm on the Mr. Men. Remember the little worm that used to pop out?
Yes,
the
Mr. Men, yeah.
Love it,
Gorgeous,
it. Again,
lovely.
showing me age, aren't I? Number 53. Is this what I think it is, this gemstone? Wow, hang on, let's read it to you. It's from Sonia Rushton in Liverpool. This was made by my 5-year-old daughter. Oh, I think my heart just melted on the flower wire jig using 0.6 and 0.4 copper coloured wire, and finished with florist tape from my stash, and a bead that was rescued from my cat. Mummy did the fiddly bits, but she did the rest. She will be thrilled if her piece is shown, and that's from Sonia Rushton in Liverpool. Sonia, you have one very, very, very talented little girl there. Keep up that jewellery making, and do keep sending us in those pictures as well. And very good luck to you, my darling. It would be a thoroughly deserved win. You're number 53.
Is that a little? Is it a little?
A little duck as well.
Duck, yeah.
Little duck peering on.
This is number 54. This is gorgeous as well. And this is from Sue in Sheffield. Hi all. Here is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a bracelet and earring set with white baroque pearls and textured silver-plated ovals from my excellent matrix box, all from JM. The pearls are beautifully white, and I always have difficulty choosing which of the 20 different textures and shapes to choose from. Definitely one of my best buys. It's my first wedding fair next weekend, so I'm busy, but watch the programme as I work and jot down the great designer ideas. Expect wedding-related entries for the Wall of Fame again. That's fabulous. Girl after my own heart.
Absolutely.
Wedding jewellery.
Totally.
Well done. Gorgeous.
Totally. Well, I
Really
figure, you know, in
beautiful.
terms of jewellery making, that's a really solid avenue to get into.
It is actually, yes, it is.
I've got number 55. I've just shown a strand very similar to these, actually. And it comes from Victoria Goodard. I made these bracelets for myself. Not sure what stones they are, but I bought them all from JM. I think they're amethyst. They certainly look like that amethyst to me, Victoria. I hope you like them. All the best to all, and hoping for a win this time, as I would Love to buy some more goodies. Smiley face, and that's from Victoria. Let me just double check. Number 55. But yeah, that looks to me...
It does look very similar, doesn't it?
like it's amethyst. Yeah, beautiful. Number 55.
And this is number 56 on a gorgeously multicoloured background. And this is from Julie Simkiss in Lancashire. Please find attached this week's entry to the Wall of Fame. Excuse me. It's a black agate and silver coloured finding suite of jewellery. All components from JM, of course. Good luck to everyone. From Julie.
Absolutely amazing.
And yeah, great. Love it.
In Lancashire.
It's just so, yeah.
Simple, elegant, classic.
Elegant,
love
exactly.
It. Love it, love it, love
Exactly
it.
it.
Keep those entries coming in for the Wall of Fame, of course, and I'll keep everything crossed for you for the win. Now, we did bring a big star by earlier on, and I mentioned, for those of you that weren't able to tune in, I mentioned that here at Jewellery Maker, nothing is done robotically. We are individual people. We are people that do, from time to time, make mistakes. We do.
And we're not scripted, are we? At all?
No, absolutely
Can't
not.
tell.
Hence why I just sold. Probably, I actually sung a line from a song, which is probably a little bit inappropriate, but we moved on from that. No, we're not scripted at all. Anyway. But when we have gemstones and items coming in, our amazing buying team and our managers will actually check everything, etc., etc., etc. But sometimes things do slip through the net and errors occur. I think that this is an error. Just because malachite is usually a very considered gemstone. I'm going to take a wander this way, my darling.
Okay.
I'll be back with our lovely Sheila.
Okay, off you go.
Because malachite is a gemstone which ordinarily will sell for a much, much, much higher premium than what you're about to see. Please do not think for 1 second that this is any reflection of the true value or worth. I think the original price, let alone the clearance price, was already incredibly low. I've brought malachite in excess of £50, and that's already an amazing deal. We've got on our own website malachite at much higher prices. I think this is actually an administrative error. I have to concentrate on that word, but I actually think it is. It does happen from time to time, absolutely fine. Capitalise on that mishap. If it is, it might also have just been the most amazing negotiation and buying of a malachite parcel. I don't know. I'll find out. I will ask the question. Either or, it's a positive for you. 0800 604 655 is the number to call. Press your option 1. Speak to our amazing contact centre. And this is what I was referring to. $21.95 for a natural gemstone, which is chosen by royalty, by czars, for not just jewellery but for interior embellishments. I mean, it's a gemstone which is so steeped in history and fabulously visual. Well done, and it's only a last few quantities available now remaining in stock. They have already flown, as so many capitalised on these incredible deals. It was previously sold at, or rather we were meant to be bringing this to you at $24.95. $21.95 is just absolutely astounding, and also demonstrates just how tight our margins are here at Jewellery Maker. But the quantity that we did have will have gone like that. So remaining quantity available right here, right now. Just simply restrand it, leave it as is. Absolutely, absolutely perfect. Well done, and again, thank you so much for your company this morning. Now, I'm not going anywhere. We've got the continuation of clearance. I might just have a little lie down.
I think you need it.
Honestly, Linda, it's been insane.
I know, I've been watching from the gallery, it's been amazing.
Have you been in the gallery?
It's been amazing.
Well, you can see Linda just at the bottom of the screen there by the $21.95. There she is. Yeah, it's been insane. Now, there's more to bring you as well, so you best be ready for this. I hope you've done your warm-ups.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I've seen her, yes.
Good.
She had fluffy boots on at
Fantastic.
the
Linda's
time.
done her press-ups and everything like that. She's ready. Born ready. No, lots to bring you. The clearance does continue. Sheila, my darling, thank you so much for joining me.
Well done.
No, well,
You've had to go to pace today.
I did, I have rather, but you've, as always, you make it a delight. When are you back, my darling?
I've got a workshop on Thursday.
And on show?
the beginning of the month.
Beginning of the month, so make sure you tune in. Thank you, my lovely. Don't go anywhere there, though, because
Bye-bye,
there's more
everybody.
after this.